Welcome to episode 111 of the 5 Letters Podcast. Episode 111. What is like angel numbers? That's the word. You got Bez to the left of me. You got Cam to the right of me. Let's get into it. The 5 Letters Podcast. Yes. Episode 111. Bez, Cam, talk to me. It's a new year. Happy New Year. Happy 2025 to you both. 2025.
25. We made it.
Yeah, 5 years since COVID. We're still here.
Crazy.
Well, since the beginning of COVID at least. And we're still here.
That's mad, when COVID was almost a decade ago, basically.
Almost half a decade ago.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing? How was your New Year's celebration? How was your Christmas holiday period? All of that good stuff. Like, what's going on? What's new?
I've been living that nocturnal life.
Man's on a joke thing.
Well, up until today, I've been pretty much living nocturnal. I think my last day of work was the 13th of December, and then since that day, I don't think I've woken up, or before today, I hadn't woken up before 12.
Jeez, living the good life.
Within the last week, though, I was waking up at after 6 p.m.
What?
And then I wasn't going to bed until 12 p.m. the next day.
Oh, so you did all-nighters?
Yeah.
I
was like fully doing the waking up in the night, going
night shifts,
sleep in midday. It just it got out of hand. It just got away from me.
And I don't understand why. Like, literally, whether you're awake during the day or during the night, you have the same hours, bro. Like, you don't need to be up all night to do what you want to do. You can do it during the day.
It just slowly got away from me. So I would wake up. So obviously I stopped working. So I stopped having to get up early. So I started waking up later and later. So if I would wake up at 10, but not get out of bed until 12. Wake up 10 in the morning, not get up at bed until 12, and then stay up until, let's say, 2, and then go to bed. Then I'll wake up at 12 and not actually get out of bed until 2, and then stay up until 4, and then keep doing that until now I'm waking up. It's night, and I'm not going to bed until 12 the next day because I'm not tired really until 12 the next day. And then on Thursday, I woke up at 8 p.m. and I was like, I need to get my schedule back because I'm going back to work next week, Monday. So not the Monday coming, the one after. And I was like, I need to get it back together, get back to a regular schedule, because if I don't, it's going to be difficult to do it close to the time.
That's crazy. You were literally just getting later and later to waking up later and later. That's mad.
So I literally had to just go to bed. I woke up at 8, and then on Friday, yesterday, I went to bed at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
So then I just woke up. I woke up today at 5 a.m.
What time do you normally wake up when you go to work?
7.
So you're literally 12 hours off your wake up time. That's mad.
Shocking stuff.
Had to realign it. And then so it's weird because there were so many days where I wasn't waking up to the daylight. I was waking up to the darkness, and then when the sun comes up, now I'm going back to bed. It was wonky.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
I hadn't seen him since when we went to cinema. Mm-hmm. So we went to cinema New Year's Eve, and I hadn't, not New Year's Eve, the day before New Year's Eve. 30th.
Yeah, New Year's Eve. Yeah,
we went on the 30th, and I haven't seen him since. I don't know how your New Year's was. Your New Year's was.
That's what I'm saying. This guy.
I woke up and I heard you lot getting ready to leave.
That's crazy. That's wild.
I heard you come back as well. I heard you lot come back, and I was still awake, just chilling.
That's wild.
Doing my thing.
That's so mad. proper owl.
Yeah, and so I haven't really left the house because I've just been.
Nothing's open.
Yeah. I've been awake when everyone else is sleeping.
The day's over. What's to do outside?
But yeah, that's been my 2 weeks.
What did you do on New Year's Eve?
I was just regular New Year's. I was watching whatever I was watching, playing games.
Didn't watch the fireworks or nothing?
Nah, man, I don't care about that. The one time I watched the fireworks was dry, so I'm not trying to do that.
Nah, it was us, no?
Yeah,
It was decent.
I mean, it was watching fireworks on a TV. Is never going to be as good as actually being at the fireworks.
There. But it was like nice fireworks, you know. They do like they tell the story of the year and stuff, and shout out the NHS and all this stuff.
Fun music playing.
Yeah, fun music playing. Like some Will.i.am and that. Well, I may as well take over then. But yeah, I mean, this period it was too short for me. I didn't like it. It was too short.
It was only 1 week, no?
Yeah, too short. So basically, what did I do? Christmas, Boxing Day, all that good stuff. I was at my parents' house. And then, I mean, literally just been chilling like over the period, like trying to unpack a little bit. Still ain't fully unpacked, as you can see, Bez. But literally just been chilling more or less, and just like going to the gym and doing Muay Thai training and stuff like that. Just to keep it up, because I was like, I was gonna take the time off, but then I was like, you know, if I take the time off, I might never go back. So just keeping it up.
How many times you been now? Twice or 3 times?
3 times to Muay Thai. And
how was it since? Because I remember you said last time in the episode you were saying that it was quite, it was a lot more people than the last one.
Mm-hmm. The last one was less than 6 people, and this class is 60 people. Plus 2 coaches, so 62 people. The last one was less than 6, including the coach.
Yeah.
So it's very different vibes, way more intense, way more serious. Obviously, you've been like there was some space for some jokes, like whatnot. Like the trainer was even telling you to do a spinning elbow and all of this. Like
my first class.
In his first class, I feel like this coach would be like spinning elbow in your first class. Like, no, like, don't. Who do you think you are? Like, I feel like if you tried to do it or said that you were gonna do it, you'd be like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Like, no, you come here, you do jab, and that's it. Just work on your jab. Start at the very beginning, work on your jab. Like, nah, but yeah, it's very serious. But it's good. It's good. It's difficult because on the one end, like I look at it and I'm like, oh, you could probably get quite good at this gym because of how serious they are about it and how intense it kind of is. But on the other end, I'm like, there's 60 people here. Like, I haven't had the coach say one word to me yet. Like, I've been 3 times. He hasn't said one word to me yet. He walks around and he looks at stuff. And like sometimes like I see him looking at us, like me and my partner when we're doing like drills and stuff. And I'm like, bro, there's something we're doing wrong. I don't know what it is because I'm 3 lessons deep. But there's something that we're doing wrong that you could probably correct us on. But I guess for him, he's like, if you're doing it like okay, then I probably need to keep moving and find people who are doing it like tragically.
Badly, yeah.
Yeah. So but it's good. It's good fun. And like I say, if I keep it up, I'm sure I'll get better anyway. Just by doing that. And then with the gym and stuff, it's really interesting, man. I'm just trying to build my cardio, build my endurance so I can get better at obviously at Muay Thai, and also build some strength as well, because I ain't got none. I have none. Strength, what's that? I have none. So I'm trying to build up a little base again so it should help me get better at Muay Thai, because that's one thing that like I always thought I was good at cardio, or at least decently good at stamina, or decently had good stamina, and I still do think I do, just not enough for Muay Thai, because them men are serious. Like, with the cardio, like their pipes just endless, limitless. So I need to build that up, and then strength, like I can throw some punches and stuff, but like I'm seeing some people and I'm like, I'm not even close, mate. No, I'm not there. But again, they've been training for ages and ages and ages. But
you'll get there.
Yeah, that's tough. Hopefully,
hopefully your body don't fail you,
bruv. Man, kick me up today, man. Like in the drills that we were doing, like because at this gym I don't do any sparring or anything like that, which is a good thing. But we were doing drills where we had to basically, he was like, the coach was like, let them kick you, conditioning. And I was like, okay. So like we were doing like, so it was like punch, like for a jab, for a hook, and then do like a low kick to your thigh. And I get it, like it is conditioning, because you like nothing's gonna break, nothing's gonna but it's gonna just knot you up. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I was working with like this young guy. I'd say maybe like 18, 19, something like that. Loads of energy, like flexible, all of this sort of stuff. And yeah, he was just like boom, boom, bow, and just kept that going. And I was like, mate.
No restraint, no control.
Brother, chill.
No. He wasn't doing 100%. I'd say maybe 80. Like he was
Enough restraint.
He was going for it. Like,
But even if he's doing like 20% hitting the same spot every single time, it's gonna hurt you anyway.
That's what it is. It's that same spot. But for me,
how hard were you kicking him?
Not as hard as he was kicking me, for sure.
Can't take no context.
But it was fine. But because like at the end of the day, I guess it's what you're meant to do, because you're literally meant to kind of, because then your muscles and your whatever, they firm up, and then you start being able to just shrug it off like more. Because I was watching other people, and again, like some people were doing it lighter and some people were doing it harder, and it was generally the more people who looked like they knew what they were doing, a bit longer, probably training for longer, whatnot, were probably throwing it a bit harder, and they were shrugging it off, like just bam, bam, and it's just like whatever. Like I've been kicked before, you know.
Yeah.
I live, but yeah, literally, like it doesn't hurt. It's just when I walk, I'm like, oh yeah, I've been kicked in the leg repeatedly today. But it's not like I'm limping. I'm not even limping. I can walk fine. It's just like that feeling of you've been kicked in the leg like 50 times today.
Yeah.
And that's that. But yeah, so it'll be interesting. My body might break down. My body might be like, enough of this. Enough of this. You're 30 now. Like, pack it in, sunshine. Like, that's very possible. But we'll see. That's also why I'm going to the gym, because the gym should hopefully, if I can just firm up some of this flab into some muscles, I might be able to
take hits better
as well, for sure. So we'll see. But then New Year's, what did we do? We went to the Seed Library, which is like a bar. DJ Shorty Blitz from One Extra was playing, and it was just like a bar, very expensive drinks, in Shoreditch. But it was nice vibes, but very expensive drinks. So we went there and we spent a couple hours there. I think it was about 2 hours. Then we went to Rampage Sound. We're doing an event in King's Cross at Scala. And man, I'm so pissed off. Because we bought VIP queue jump tickets. Specifically because we were going to Seed Library first. So we were like, okay, we're going to go Seed Library first, and we want to be in Rampage before the countdown. We're going to have to jump the queue. I was like, there's no way we're going to queue and get in. Like, if we get there I think we got there at 11:15, something like that. I was like, it's got to be techie. Yeah. It's got to be tight. So I was like, let's just get a queue jump. So we paid the extra to get the queue jump and the VIP ticket or whatever. We get there, and the security lady, I go out to the front of the queue and I speak to the security lady. I'm like, oh yeah, by the way, we have these VIP queue jump tickets. Like, where did we come through here? Or is there somewhere else that we need to go to? She's like, no, we're not doing queue jump today. Join the back of the queue.
What?
And I was like, oh my God. So yeah, so we just joined the back. She was just like,
well, they said in queue jump tickets.
For pretty much double the price as well.
That's crazy.
So joined the back of the queue. We're like, fine, it's a VIP ticket. Whatever, it doesn't matter. When we get in, we'll still get to go to the VIP room. Whatever. So we missed the countdown. We did the countdown in the queue, which is
it was a good time. We've done that.
We've done that a few times. Yeah. And sometimes it's been fun. Sometimes it's not so much. But this time was better than some of them. About the middle of the way. I can think of some bad ones that we've had. Like the one time when we were queuing outside, what was it, aquarium, but it wasn't called aquarium. That time was horrible. Yeah. Pretty much, because it was like 5 people in the queue and then they didn't let us in, and then it was a bad time.
They closed the gate by like a minute of us getting in, and then the queue, 12 o'clock happened, and that was horrid.
That was a bad one. I think the time when we went Fire and Lightbox was quite lit in the queue. Yeah. That was a good one in the queue. This one I would say is in between those two, kind of middle of the way. Okay. But then so we got in we were in the queue for ages. We got in maybe 1:45. Jesus.
Ooh,
we were in the queue
hour and a half.
We were in the queue for ages. Queue was long. It was wrapped around the building type thing. Girlfriend was pissed, fuming. Fuming. She wanted to go home. Like when we did it,
ones.
when she saw the length of the queue, she was like, "Let's just leave." And I was like, "Man, paid for the ticket. We've come all this way."
Yeah.
Like, we got it. So then we got in, and the vibes were good. Obviously, I showed you literally about 2 seconds after we got in, they started playing Mo Bamba, which was the video I sent you.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, yeah." Like, and it was rocking in there, so I was like, "Okay, cool." The other thing that annoyed me was that the VIP section had no one in there checking if you had like a VIP ticket or like anything. So people were just in the VIP section just chilling, and like, obviously we went in there. I was like, we paid for this. So we went in there, and one, it was very small, very tight, and two, there was no one checking anything or whatever. So there was just people coming in and out who I'm pretty confident
weren't
VIP or didn't pay for the ticket or whatever. So like realistically, we wasted I think it was £40 we paid when the ticket was about £20. We paid 40 for the VIP queue jump, and that was just pretty much a waste. So that was annoying. But it was fun. It was still fun. The music was good, and the vibe. There was loads of young people in there, but the vibes was decent. One thing I will say though, and I keep saying it, maybe I'm an old man, but I just feel so bad for the kids these days, because I'm like, they're just raving to the same music we were raving to when we were their age, and it's
that's mad. I haven't been out much, but that's mad that music's not changed since 2016.
I heard I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, I heard that, but I didn't hear not one Glorilla tune, for example.
Yeah,
like didn't hear Kendrick, like Not Like Us or TV off, or nothing like new from Kendrick. Heard Swimming Pools.
Yeah,
like I'm like, bruv, these same tunes that we heard, like I heard, like literally, I'm on one, like fucking.
Oh my god!
I'm like, literally, I was like, bro, I was raving to all of this in 2013.
Yeah,
like, and we're going into 2025, and this is what you're like, what's being played, like. The newest, I think I heard Cardi B's like "Enough Is Enough." Yeah, just to say that. That was new. And what else was there that was new? I want to say that was about it. I think that might have been the newest tune. Oh, there was the dancehall tune TJ Drift, and I said, no, like it's just a dancehall tune, bruv. But yeah, like, those two were the only two tunes that I was like, okay, these are actually this decade. Everything else, I was like, the whole night I kept saying to my girl, I was like, I'm waiting for them to play something from this decade.
Yeah.
Like, not even 2024. 2020, 21, 22, this decade. Like something that these people will actually remember coming out. Like, no.
That's mad.
Everything, like so much of the music was from like thing that playing, and then obviously, they dipped into the classics, you know, Fat Joe and them, man, Lean Back. Lean Back. And I'm like, man, these songs are older than them. Like,
bro, that's crazy.
like, and then started playing like again some old school dancehall, old school like garage drum and bass. Again, also older than the majority of the crowd. And I'm like, man, like no.
Are you sure these weren't like just people who look young? They weren't like your age. They should look young.
Nah, they were young. They were definitely young, and they knew all the music as you would, because I'm sure they kind of lived through that. They were just children at the time, so their parents or whatever. Like, and I was gassed. I was like, I ain't heard I Woke Up in a New Bugatti in how long? Like, I heard that, and I like that tune. So, but I was like,
I don't think I've ever heard that in a club. Nah.
It's lit, man.
I think it was outside the rotation when I was outside.
This was but it's definitely a good club song.
Yeah.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. Yeah, definitely a good club song. But then yes, I was just like, man, like no Kendrick
songs.
The songs like I was expecting and waiting for. TGI Friday, Glorilla. I wanted to hear that the whole night. I was like, yo, when this tune comes, I'm going off. And it just never came. And I'm like, that's so wild to me.
Yeah.
That song was big the whole year.
Yeah.
Like, it's 7 p.m. Friday. I was like, I'm ready. Like,
Just Wanna Rock? No, that.
So
Just Wanna Rock?
No, Just Wanna Rock, which is like a couple years ago. No. My mom's calling me, but I'll call her back later. No Just Wanna Rock, no Not Like Us, like I said, no TGI Friday, no. I'm trying to think what else is there. I'm out the loop. I was kind of hoping to kind of not get put in the loop. I was like, okay, what have I missed?
Yeah.
Like, tell me what else is popping on. Thinking, what else has there been? There's been some other big songs. There's been like some TikTok songs as well. So no like $1 Million Baby, like no that Kalani song Jordan. What's his face? That has that Kalani song. Yeah, and there's been some. I don't hear any drill, but like I don't even mean
no
new drill, but I mean like how can I be home with none of that? No Pop Smoke, who still kind of this decade-ish, no Welcome to the Party or like
that's
she has the way that I dance, she has the way that I woo. Like,
cause they were big ones in 2018, 2017 kind of time. They were huge. So even that's crazy.
Like literally, maybe it could have been just that party or whatever, but it just felt like I was in uni. It felt like my uni days.
Yeah.
Like even the Afro beats was like
boom, 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 boom.
Okay, no, not that bad. But it was like it was Burna Boy, which is quite old at this point.
Yeah, it's like 2016, 2017.
Something like that. Yeah. But no, it didn't have his dun dun dun. I shake it. Like, it didn't have that. So I'm just like, it just felt like what was his big tune from the other day? Last. That's it. No, that's not the other day, but recently.
Yeah. Not
that, but I had like I was saying. So it just felt like I just stepped into a portal and went back to.
Yeah.
And I was just saying to my girlfriend, I was like, nah, but I feel like obviously when I was in uni, they were playing these songs and these songs were new at the time. Then like when we were raving, for example, 2016 times, they were playing like Afro swing and whatnot, which was relevant at the time.
Yeah. Like
up until 2018, I think we still had music that was new and relevant at the time.
Yeah.
Yes, you would play, it was all a dream. I used to read Word Up. Yes, that would get played too, but it might be like towards the end of the night or the beginning of the night. Like the prime time would be relevant music to today.
Yeah, because when was like Bodak Yellow and things like that? They were like 2018 kind of time, weren't they? Yeah, they would play and them kind of songs. And then I guess maybe COVID just literally killed it off completely.
Literally killed it off, and now it's like no one plays the music that's relevant today. And it just doesn't make sense. Or at least I can't speak like I'm in the club week in, week out. But like on that particular night, the music was all. And obviously, I wasn't there the entire night.
Whenever we've been out though, we haven't heard anything relevant in a long time. Everything seems to be old.
I was expecting like a serious piano session as well. Like literally paid 10 minutes or it's literally 10 minutes of piano I heard, and it was all remixes of like there was a Beyonce Break My Soul piano remix, which I guess is probably kind of new. Well,
newish, yeah. That's what, 2 years ago?
Yeah. And I mean, if it's our piano, it's gonna be quite new. But it was all just remixes. And there was no Schwalabam. There was no that other word. None of that. Like, so I was expecting that, but there was just like drum and bass, dun 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 dun, and I'm like, that's just a big tune, but that's like 20 years old. And I'm like, bro, I've been hearing this out my entire adult life. I've been hearing these tunes, and I'm like, like the big tunes, like don't deny it, but I'm like, damn. So that's why I'm like, damn. I feel sorry for that generation.
How many DJs did you hear?
3 of them, I think, within the time.
And they were all just playing the variety of stuff.
Yeah, they were all just mixy. And I was just like, yeah, man. I'm like, I liked all the music. Like I say, and some of it I hadn't heard about. Like Ace Hood, hadn't heard that in years probably at this point. Like I put that on and like Meet Me, I'm a Boss. Like I ain't heard that in a minute, and I definitely ain't heard it out in a minute. But I'm like, it's just all taking me back to when I was 18, rather than letting these 18-year-olds build like memories with the music that they're listening to on a day-to-day. Like, yeah, no Playboy Carti, no Travis Scott, no Lil Baby, no Young Thug, no Future, like new Future anyway.
Maybe it was like targeted at a newer audience, and then just the kids came along. We targeted the older audience, and the kids came along.
Man, you put on a 2004 New Year's event, like it's gotta be at Scala. You're gonna just get young people for the most part. You're not gonna no adults like I want to go raving on New Year's.
But I mean, like they're playing songs from when we would be like, this song was hard. Like these kids obviously, they would know it, but they're not gonna know it like that. Like, so they're not gonna they'll be going hard to the TikTok songs and things like that. Where,
That's the thing that was funny because I was saying they were singing that Keisha Cole song. I can't remember what it's called, but that one that's like I can't even remember the lyrics of the thing. But like it's a big tune that was big when we were in like high school.
yeah.
Like this is Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole's not been relevant since 2007 or something like that, and they were belting out this tune, and I was like to my girl, I was like, how the hell do these kids know it? And she was like, oh yeah, it was big on TikTok for like it came back and, and it was being used as a sound on TikTok. So, and I was like, okay, like cool. But I'm like, damn, like they were belting it, and I was like, bloody hell. I was like, I don't even know this song that well.
Yeah.
And I remember when it was like released, and they would have been being born around this time, like, yeah. So yeah, there's that, but I'm like, yeah, there's other TikTok songs. Like, there's that "Not My Problem" tune, "Not My Problem," which is new and a TikTok song. Like, so like you could have dipped into that or something. But yeah, like no rapper that's big currently. I heard there was Kendrick, but it was old Kendrick. There was Drake, and it was just old Drake. It was no 21 Savage, who dropped an album this year. No Glorilla, who's had a great year. No Meg Thee Stallion, great year. No Travis Scott. I think he dropped an album this year.
He dropped one the other day.
Yeah, no Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign, even though whatever. But they had a tune that was big this year, Carnival or whatever. It was decently big. Like, I was perplexed, basically. I was perplexed. But I had a good time. But I was a bit like, man, if I was 18, when I was 18 in 2012, 2013, if I was out and it was all music from like 2005, I'd be pissed. If I was out and like it was literally all "They See Me Rolling," then I would have been like, bruv, get out of here.
Yeah.
You get a bit of alcohol.
This is why I'm hot. This is why.
You get a bit of alcohol and you have a good time.
I'm hot because I'm fly. You ain't because you not. Like, okay, maybe once. But but like, I would have been like, nah, shake that leffy taffy.
Oh my God.
I would have been like, hang on a minute. I know these songs. I heard all these songs. But can we play something like...
You see why whenever you say we should go to a 90s and noughties night, I'm like, no, I don't want it. I want to hear stuff that I'm listening to. I want to hear... but like one off, yeah, cool. That might be fun. Or if they're playing the song here and there in the club, yeah, fine. But when they're hearing it all night, like, nah.
Shake that leffy taffy.
But I don't know if you had it in Nottingham as well, where like, because in Bournemouth we had Cameo, and then in Cameo they had Vinyl, which was basically a old school night, and they would just be playing the old school trash, which I'm like, I hate this music, get me out of here. Like my friends would be, let's go Vinyl tonight. I'm like, no. Like, you man go Vinyl if you want, I'm going downstairs, Cameo, and then it's gonna hear stuff that I would listen to. Like, we didn't have necessarily a night like that. We just had like specific sections that would play like old school songs, and it always used to, or like at the end of the night, they'd start playing all the older songs. Yeah,
and it always pissed me off because they start getting into like the old school rock and roll and stuff. And I'd just be looking around, like, I do not know any of this, bro.
Yeah,
and then, like everyone's singing with their hands in the air, like they're at Glastonbury, and I'm like, bro, I'm glad you lot are enjoying, because I do not know. But yeah, that was my rant. But it was fun. It was fun. But what about you, Bez, man? How was your thing?
Yeah, for me, last 2 weeks been pretty similar. Just kind of chilling, sorting out the flat still, or the house. Pretty much there now. Almost all done. So yeah, it's starting to feel more like home now, which is nice. Christmas was just went to my family, went to my parents' house. Just chilled there pretty much. Boxing Day, had my family come over to mine.
Oh really?
Yeah, they came over. Yeah, came over and saw the place. So yeah, they all say, "Oh, that's so nice." All that. So everyone, they all came and saw it. And then everyone came over on the Sunday so my sister came on the Boxing Day. Then my parents were like coming from her sister, so she was like, "Oh, let's stop by as well." I was like, "Okay, fine." So and then everyone came on the Sunday. I went to an Arsenal game. Arsenal Ipswich last Friday, the 27th, which was it was a pretty boring game, but we won 1-0. So we take those. What else did I do? Then New Year's. But I've been working, so I had like the 3 days off. So I had Christmas, Boxing Day, and the Friday off last week, and then I've been working this week other than New Year's Day. So
Poor guy.
yeah.
Although, but now I think about it, I probably would have preferred that. Like the break is just like coming back after the break was just soul destroying.
Yeah. I mean, even me, like the Monday, I was like, I wish I'd taken it off because I just like I just can't be arsed right now. I'm not in the mood for it at all. So, but yeah. Then New Year's we went to Namaste Lounge in Northwood so we went for dinner, and then the music was pretty trash there as well. Like,
what were they playing?
It was like just it wasn't anything. Again, nothing new. I don't think I had anything that's new. Heard a lot of like. I guess because it's an Indian restaurant, it's a remixed Indian songs. It might hear like one song from like, it'll be like, let's say Bruno Mars plays, and then they'll remix it with some Indian song, or it's a Indian remix of a Bruno Mars song or stuff like that. So the DJ wasn't great. But then when we've been there before, the music was actually alright. Like they're playing J Hus and stuff before. So like the music was actually alright. But this time not great. It was. I feel like. The food was really good though. The starters were banging. Like we had like chili chicken. So you pay like £55 and you get like a 3-course meal. So you get choose two vegetarian, 2 meat dishes, and then 2 vegetarian, 2 meat mains. You get rice and naan bread, and then you get a dessert. So we were all just like full. Like kind of like by the time the starters were done, we were all like, we're full. We don't really have any intention of getting up. So when the countdown happened, there was the dance floor bit was all packed, and we were just kind of like, we're just going to chill here and just let the countdown happen. And then it was quite funny because we were sitting right behind the chefs. Like so, there's basically the way it is the kitchen has like a mesh kind of bit in between it, so you can see into the kitchen, and then you just see all the chefs like going crazy when the countdown's happening, start banging their knives and all like jumping about, and that was quite funny. It was chill. It was a chill one. So just did that, and then back to work Thursday, Friday, and that's it pretty much. New Year's Day, went to my parents again. So had food. That's pretty much it.
All right. Good stuff. Any quick fire New Year's resolutions? I know we did a bunch last year and then we didn't stick to them. Like we should have come back to them. I remember we did a bunch and then they kind of, me especially, I know mine went out the window.
I did too. I don't remember what I said they were, but I know I didn't do it.
I didn't do mine. I know I said to read, but
same.
I didn't read a book, but I started reading manga again, so that counts. I'm taking that.
I did read a couple books last year, but I was like, I want to read a book a month.
Yeah,
I think I've read maybe 4.
Okay.
Something like that.
Are we sure this was last year, not the year before?
Could have been,
because I remember I got the Libby app when we made these resolutions, but I didn't. This wasn't last year.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was.
Maybe it could have been the year before then.
But any small resolutions for this year that maybe we can stick to?
I think my one is again read, but mine is again being broader this time. So I'm gonna say read more manga and comics, like because I've got a bunch of stuff that I haven't read, so I need to read that stuff.
Clear the backlog.
Yeah, clear the backlog out, and then try and pick up a sport. Is going to be one of my ones. So
okay.
Yeah, so obviously martial arts, I want to pick up one of those. So I'm either go back to Muay Thai, do kickboxing or something like that. And I'm like, should I do a sport like do a badminton regularly, or like try and play football more, or something like a proper sport that can actually pick up doing. That's mine.
So for me, mine is to I feel like I've solidified Muay Thai a bit. Like I've been doing it kind of consistently for the past, I don't know, what has it been now? 5 months? Something
It's been a while now, yeah.
Yeah, and and it's only once a week I've been doing it, but I've done more weeks than I've missed for sure. Like I've only missed a handful. So I feel like that's quite solidified. So my next step is to add in like gym and like keep up with the gym to keep that going, keep moving my body and whatnot. I do want to read as well, and I'm on the same wavelength as you, Bez. It's like I do want to read like actual books, but I don't mind if I even start reading more comics and more of my manga and stuff like that. I'll take that as a W.
Yeah,
like I do want to read some actual books as well, but anything counts as far as I'm concerned. And then musically, I've had probably the quietest year of my adult life musically last year. So I'm like, I need to find a new groove for music next year. And then finally, I need to get my driver's license this year. Though I've got the test in at the end of this month, so everyone have their fingers crossed for me. Everyone have their prayers for me. But this year, it just needs to be done. I need to get that license and potentially a car. We'll see. What about you, Cam?
I've not really got anything like concrete. I think one thing I want to do is like a personal thing, is just try to be more definitive and like, I guess, yeah, would definitive be the right word? I don't know if it would be the right word, but when I do something, I just want to, do it.
Stick to it.
And then also within, like, if someone wants, for example, people ask me to do things, and instead of giving an answer straight, I'll try and like gauge their response to. So like if I wanted to say no, for example, I try to say something that's not yes or no to see how they respond, to see whether I can say no. Instead, I want to just be like either yes or no and just be definitive, like yes or no, and just be like, that's it. Because a lot of the time I'm like, yeah, it's just weird. It's weird to be you're testing the waters in a conversation. But I could just say either yes or no, and then whatever happens after that happens. But yeah, that's my one thing. I mean, I could say do gym or read or whatever, but I don't see it happening.
You don't see it happening?
I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening in the sense that something would have to drastically change in my life and in the way I view my life as well.
Right.
Because I was talking about this with you, not last episode, the one before, when I was saying about the waste of time when I'm not like playing games or something.
Yeah.
That's a thing that applies to reading and going to the gym or whatever. Any time out that I could be playing a game and I'm not, just...
That's crazy. Are you addicted to video games, Manji?
Huh?
So are you addicted to video games?
I don't think I'm addicted. It's not even that. It's not the actual not playing the games. It's the thought of doing anything else. So if I'm not playing games, I'm fine. Like I'm not like, oh, I need to play a game. But the thought of saying, okay, cool, I'm going to go do something other than playing a game, just feels weird.
I said, yeah, no, I can not play a game, but the idea of not playing a game.
No, I don't know.
I know.
I'm fine to go and do other things.
Yeah.
But when I think about doing other things, I'm like, no, but I could be playing a game. But if I was to, so that's what I mean. Like, if I was to just go to the gym one time and then 2 times and then 3 times and then 4 times, it's fine. I could do it. But to say I'm going to do that, I'm just like, no, that doesn't.
That's valuable gaming time.
Yeah, that doesn't quite compute in my brain.
See.
So I'm not going to say I'm going to go to the gym because I don't think I will. But I could. Could happen, but it's not like my.
It'll be good for you. It'll be good for you. So with reading, it'll definitely.
I mean, I do read. I bought a.
To be fair, you're probably the best reader out of all of us. To be fair, when I think about it,
Why would you say that?
because I've heard you reading stuff, and then like that's obviously I use your Amazon account rather, and I see you buying like books on the Kindle and stuff like that as well.
Okay.
So yeah, like I don't read anywhere near enough. Like, okay, so this year I finished my degree, and for my degree there was reading involved, so I did that reading.
Yeah.
And obviously, like I said, I read maybe 4 books for myself. So it's not that I haven't read anything at all, but it's definitely not a lot. But I feel like you read more than I do.
I did finish a book last year. I can't remember what it was, but I did finish a book. And I started a new one, and I haven't read much of it. But yeah, I bought a Kindle when I moved in here. So when I got that, I was reading quite a bit. But then I stopped. I slowed down.
But yeah, anyway, let's see how we get on. But yeah, like I don't think anyone said anything too crazy. Like picking up a sport, I don't think that's too outrageous.
Yeah.
Living that suburban picket fence life now.
Start playing paddle.
yeah, pickleball or something.
Yeah.
Literally, so yeah, I don't think that's
Croquet.
croquet.
So you got a good green outside your yard.
Oh my god.
Yeah, play golf.
Put your pigs out.
Yeah, so I don't think that's too crazy.
Bro, we should start playing golf.
playing
Get on the
golf.
links, mate.
A lot of people play golf now. I don't. We're getting old. Like, I don't know,
Like,
like,
all like friends and stuff play golf.
I know. Yeah, I know people play golf. I'm like, that's crazy. I feel like when I was younger, golf was the most
That's
wild sport that anyone.
Still a wild thing to me.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying.
If it's not golf and the Wii, I ain't involved, bro.
Or like driving range, like going to Top Golf or something. Where even I've never been Top Golf,
Me
but
neither.
I know people who used to go when we were in college kind of time. But like, I feel like, yeah, people I like work with and stuff actually like, yeah, play golf regularly. I'm like,
Yeah, get out in nature, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just like, damn, you actually play golf. Like,
I think it's just an easy sport, I guess. Like, it's easy on your body. Like,
it's not though. Like, if you actually you have to hit the ball hard.
I mean, yeah, I'm sure, but like, I don't know. I feel like it's just like, and also people get their steps in that way as well.
Yeah.
Is that sort of stuff. But yeah, you do have to hit the ball hard. But obviously, like,
It's not constant.
it's not constant. Yeah. So
Yeah.
like I was saying about obviously getting kick up in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Or if you picked up football, there's a lot of sprinting.
Mhm.
Or like badminton, tennis, whatever, loads of sprinting.
Yeah, true.
Sprinting. So it's like, yeah. Like, yes, you have to hit the ball hard, but you do that once and then you literally
Just
walk
off. Yeah.
and then that's it. Like,
Yeah. True.
it's kind of like darts as well, but it's a sport. Like,
Yeah.
it's quite low intensity. Or
I'm
snooker.
gonna become Luke Littler. That's what I'm gonna do for the, that's my.
Go on, then you might as well. I want to do. Do you know what? Yeah, I didn't say this, but I don't know if I will or I won't. But I kind of want to do one of these like, these races like, not Tough Mudder because I'm not doing that one.
Let's do
But,
it.
like-
Let's do it.
But like, nah, like, I don't know, like, I know CrossFit is what like they do races.
Yeah. There's that new one, Hydrox.
High rocks. Yeah, I'll do like I want to do one of them kind of things. Like definitely not tomorrow. I'm definitely
High
not there
Rocks
yet.
sound mad. Like, I was talking to my colleague about it. He trains it.
Yeah.
He hasn't done any races yet, but he's training. He started doing like the classes. Sounds crazy. So you got to do like it's like it's just constant. You
It's
get
just
no
constant.
rest.
You run, then you do like you
You run, then do kettlebell swings, then you run again for it's a kilometer as well. It's not even like you just go run for a minute. You run for a kilometer, then do kettlebell swings, then you run for a kilometer, then you do like the sledge pull.
Yeah.
You run for another kilometer, and it's
do
just
the push thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's a lot. It's definitely a lot. Yeah, but I kind of feel like I want to do one of them this year, and that's kind of my brain. I think it's my brain being like, okay, you're ready to be serious in the gym,
Yeah,
and then here's a goal
put it into practice.
to not even to put it into practice. Here's a goal to accomplish, because I think that's always my thing. That's always been difficult about the gym. It's that like going to the gym has just always felt so aimless.
Yeah.
like I know in my head, like I know it's good for me, and it's like, you know, I'm increasing my health like generally or whatever. But it's just so like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm getting stronger, but for what?
There's no
Like,
target.
Yeah, my cardio is better, but for what? Like, and it's just like just whatever.
Yeah.
And now I guess because I'm enjoying Muay Thai and I'm doing Muay Thai, I've got that thing in being like, okay, like I know that I could have better cardio for my Muay Thai training. I could be stronger for my Muay Thai training. So
Yeah.
I have those kind of things, but also I'm like, I could also apply this in other ways.
Yeah.
And also, so I'm like, okay, maybe it would be sick to see if I could do that, or like even when we were talking about doing Ninja Warrior, like, going, like to one of them kind of things. I'm like, yeah, that would be like I want to. Okay, so maybe it's not High Rocks race, or
Yeah.
CrossFit race, but even like and going to the Ninja Warrior thing and
Yeah.
doing that in you know, I don't know, August
Summer
or
or
something.
something, yeah.
Like, and then having that in my mind, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
at some point this year. So I need to make sure that I can go. I want to go there and smoke it.
Yeah.
Like maybe not smoke it, but I want to go there and like,
Not fail the first hurdle.
yeah, not fail at the first hurdle. I want to be able to go there, and if it's like, okay, cool, you have to, you know, I can do monkey bars for example, but I don't know if it's like you have to pull yourself up.
You can do monkey bars.
Yeah,
You've done it recently.
I did it in
You did it in
Portugal.
Portugal, yeah.
When we went Portugal.
Ah, okay.
Is that surprising to you?
No. You said it with such confidence. I was like, if you haven't done it recently, how would you know?
Yeah, I can do it. I can do. Surprisingly, when I went to the gym, I did 3 pull-ups, no kipping. I was so surprised. I was like, pardon? I was literally like, so Bez, literally the time I was telling you when I said the guy was upside down with his feet on the roof. I saw him do that, and I was like, let me actually see like what my pull-up is like. Let me actually do it. And then like I just did. I jumped, grabbed the bar, And then I hung and I was like, okay, this feels, I don't know what's about that. I literally thought I was about to fail at the first hurdle. And then I just went up and I was like, that was easier than I felt like it was going to be. I was like, and I did another one and I was like, okay, I can feel my arms getting fatigued now. And then the third one, I was like, I'd probably squeeze out more if I had to.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm just doing 3, like whatever. And this was after my gym session, like of like deadlifting and stuff as well. So like I was fatigued and I did 3 pull-ups. I was like, rah,
That's
okay.
pretty good.
I mean,
But also I'm very light. So I think
Yeah.
that obviously contributes to it is that there's not much to pull up. But
I was gonna say I did the same thing because I think it was like probably 2 years ago now. I went rock climbing with our sister, and there's like they had a pull-up bar in the rock climbing gym, and she was like, she did I don't know if she did 1 or 2, but she was like, you can probably do more than me. To me, I was like, I don't think so, but then I did do more than her, and she's obviously very light as well. But then when she was doing the rock climbing, she was like, her arms or her core, whatever, is clearly better than mine because I was struggling to do the rock climbing.
Yeah.
But the pull up, I was like, okay, cool. My arm strength.
do you remember how much you did?
No, I don't remember how
Did
much.
you pull ups or did you do chin ups? Do you remember?
No, I don't remember the specifics. I just remember that it was I
'Cause-
was pulling myself up with my arms.
Because
on the bar.
chin ups is more about your arm strength, which is
Yeah, bicep and
bicep, whatever. Whereas pull up is more, I guess,
Back and
your
core.
back and your core.
I didn't know there was a difference. I thought it was just one thing.
Yeah, it's just the way it engages your muscles is different. So yeah, chin up is generally a little bit easier because it's you're
sure
with
your
the arm.
biceps and
you're-
arms. Yeah.
pulling up. Whereas this is like you're engaging your back and your core to kind of up.
Yeah.
Like, so that's why I was definitely surprised. I was like, raw, I'm surprised I can do that. But yeah, so I'm like, okay, so I definitely, maybe it is the Ninja Warrior thing. Maybe it is that I just say, okay, cool. Like sometime this year, I'm going to go there and do that and hopefully do decently well.
Let's do a marathon. April 2026.
Oh my God. Are you doing a marathon?
I said I wanted to. To be fair, my goal was to do a half marathon this year.
Yeah.
And then if I can do that, then try and do a marathon next year. But I don't know if I would do a half marathon this year, so
Why?
this is a long way.
So wait.
Like
So why are you
treadmill
saying
No, I haven't in the wild on treadmill. I've run outdoors, but yeah, I need to.
So why are you saying to do a marathon if you can't do a half?
Because I'm gonna. That's the plan. That's the try and do a half marathon this year, and then if I can, then try and train for a marathon the following year.
How long's a marathon again?
26 miles.
26 and a half is 13.
Yeah. About 20 kilometers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Could I do that? Yeah, I think I could train to do that.
I reckon I could do it. I've done 10 before, and that took an hour or
10
about 50
kilometers.
minutes. Yeah. So I reckon I could run for an extra 50 minutes.
I've done 10 once,
Yeah.
and that was. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably about as fit as I was then. That was when we were living at Cedar Place.
Yeah.
I was doing just beating up
I think man dropped the whole. We don't live there anymore.
I know, yeah, fuck it. But yeah, that was when I was like running.
Yeah.
And I worked up to 10k, and it was like I was tired obviously, but I think I probably could have continued to train and done longer.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm considering it. But that's not like, for me, that's something that I feel like I could have always done.
Yeah.
Because I've always been decent at endurance. Not to say I could just wake up and do it, but I mean like I could always train and get to that way to do it. Whereas I feel like doing one of these more strength-based ones, that's never been my forte. So I'm like, I feel like that's like something that I'm like, maybe I'll do both. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. If I get my cardio good for Muay Thai, I should be able to run a half.
Yeah.
Like in some sense. So we'll see.
Alright.
We'll talk.
Yeah, I need to. That was my end of year last year kind of goal to start training for one, and I was like, I'm gonna try and do a half marathon this year, and then I kind of didn't start training for it properly. But I'm like, I can maybe it's still time.
I mean, there's definitely still time. There's definitely, if you like, it's for April even.
If you want to get in the marathon for next year, it's April, isn't it? So you have to get in the ballot, I think, summer this year, like August latest kind of time. So I'm like, and then if I get in the ballot, I'm like, I have to do it then. And so I have to be able to know by that sort of time if I'm going to do it or not.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, April was a decent enough time away to actually start training.
Yeah.
decent enough time away to train for it. So, you coming, Cam?
No.
Cam's just sitting there quietly. No half marathon for you?
No, bro. I'll walk it.
You'll walk it.
That's fine.
I mean, that is fine.
Walk it. I couldn't.
You couldn't walk it.
Change it so quickly.
My legs are good weight.
I walk it. That's like nah.
That would literally be about 4 hours of walking.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't do
That would be long.
I ain't got that in me.
But the thing is that obviously, yeah, you run but then you can walk. That's the thing.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
could
like
run a kilometer, walk a half kilometer, run a kilometer.
Bro, I've got about 10 minutes in me.
you got 10 minutes running, then you walk. And you got 10 minutes running.
Nope.
You walk. You got 10 minutes.
Not 10 minutes running. I've got 10 minutes walking in me.
No, you got to do the Jeffrey. It's like hop in the cab. Nah, but I could do that. Yeah, we'll talk again. We'll talk off mic, and I'll think about it. But yeah, I think you should do it for sure. Like you've been running a lot.
Yeah, I'm contemplating it. I'm way more nowhere near as fit as I need to be right now, though. So.
No. Yeah, no one's gonna wake up and run a half marathon. But
Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson.
But I think for you, between now and April, I think you could get yourself to a place where you can run 20k. 20k. Yeah.
Nah, not that's 3 months.
Not fast, and maybe not even consistently. But I think you could do 20k in 2 hours. With 3 months prep.
That's a good time. That's a good time. That's a good pace.
In a not under 2 hours, probably above, but 210, something like that. 210, 215.
I can barely even do 5k in half an hour at the moment. Let alone do. Because I have to average that over 2 hours. So yeah. I need to start running again.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, no, it does take time to build up the endurance. But I think between now and April, you could do it. If you were like serious about training,
and
being like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do 5Ks, and then I'm gonna work up to 10K.
Yeah,
I'm gonna work up. It's like just over 15, just consistently, just doing those things, and then like, maybe like a couple of weeks before, be like, okay, I'm gonna do a 20. Like literally that maybe 2 weeks before, not like right before obviously because you're gonna kill your legs, but maybe like 2 weeks before be like, okay, I'm gonna try and 20 and just do it. Literally, like even if you have to walk 10, just do the 20. Like
just see how long it'll take to just do 20 kilometers in general. Yeah,
and then literally leading up, just do shorter lengths, 5s and 10s, and then on the like rest maybe 4 days before, eat well, and then bam, go out and go crazy. I think you do it.
I'll give it a go. I'll start training. Let's see if I can. I'm starting properly from Monday. I feel like I had this Christmas period of relaxing.
Yeah.
Going to the gym here and there. I worked out at home and stuff a bit here and there, but I need to properly start eating right, running again.
Yeah.
It's cold now, but yeah, that's when it's good. That's when it's a good time to run.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be doing some endurance stuff as well with my training. But my training plan's got strength stuff and endurance stuff as well, kind of mixed in. So,
did you make a training plan yourself, or did you have an app for it?
So I read a book actually.
You read a book, okay.
So I read 2 books. So I read a book. What's it called? Tactical Barbell, I believe it's called, and it's 2 books. And the idea is it's all about like kind of the focus of the book is about building strength and conditioning for people who are, he says, operators, which is, I guess, was like people in the army, people who are like law enforcement, fire brigade, like people who have to functionally be strong for either like a selection thing that you have to go through to get in, or just as part of your job, or whatever, because obviously army people are running up and down, like lifting things, whatever.
Yeah.
Fire brigades, obviously, if you have to save some out of a burning building, you need to be able to lift them up, and all of this sort of stuff, and be able to like run in and be cardio strong enough. Do all of that, literally. And the police, again, you need to be like at a riot, holding a shield, like pushing people back. Well, no, you need to be functionally strong. So it's like designed for them, but also with the acknowledgement of obviously like people have lives, people have like other things going on. So it's about, so he says the principle is about getting, what did they say? It's like a common saying that they say 20% of work can get you 80% of the results or something like that. It's a very common saying that people say. So he's like, okay, I'm just trying to, like, instead of going to the gym and spending 7 hours there doing like a million different things to try and get the most optimal thing, I'm going to do the thing where you go and you do 20% of this. So basically, the training plan is literally based around basically the main lifts, main barbell lifts, squats, deadlifts,
and bench press.
And what's the other one? Squat, deadlift, bench press.
They're the main one. They're the main three.
They're the main three. I think, is there a fourth? Maybe I'm bugging. Those are the main three.
Yeah.
That's a push, that's a pull, and that's the legs. Yeah. So it's basically built around that, and then plus like some conditioning stuff in there as well. And it's just like, yeah, it's just working at, finding your max, which is what I told you I was doing in the gym. Like trying to find your max on these lifts, and then working sub those numbers and not to failure.
Yeah.
And doing low sets, low reps, a decent amount of sets, not to failure, and just doing it that way. And I'm like, that's such an interesting thing, because obviously I've always, whenever I've done anything about the gym, looked at anything about the gym, it's obviously always to failure for hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy.
Hypertrophy. And in the book, he's basically like, if you're trying to build strength, you don't need to do all that. Like literally, you just need to. And Bez is nodding, so I'm guessing you've heard this before.
I've heard, yeah. I've heard there's always different theories on building things. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, let's give that a try. So let's try. I'm like, never did lift in my life, but I did that for the first time the other day, and like surprisingly, I lifted more than my body weight. Surprisingly, so I was like, oh damn. Okay.
How was your lower back after doing that?
It was screaming. It was screaming, but I was like, oh damn, sometimes it's like surprising, but then again, I went and did the pull-ups, so that kind of makes sense that you can lift your body weight. Like, but yeah, I lifted more than my body weight in the deadlift. Squats almost did my body weight in squats. I did overhead presses instead of bench presses, and I was like, doing a baby, like doing the body weight of a newborn, because it's obviously that's the hardest one. Like, but so there's, I can't remember what the point of this was, but yeah, trying to get my conditioning up. So we'll see how it goes. You
have to send. What was the book called again?
Tactical Barbell. I got the PDFs. Yeah, sorry, mate. I didn't buy the book. I'm sorry. Found the PDFs online and read it that way. But
can you share it with me then? No, I have to look at Amazon. But
do you know what? Yeah, if it works, if I feel like it's working for me, I will buy the books and I will literally put them on my bookshelf, because like it will be a good reference. Like if literally if I follow this training program and it works for me, it will literally be a good reference to. And like the way it's designed is meant to be something you do your entire life, more or less.
Yeah.
You can mix it up and you can do different like accessory like lifts or whatever. Like, so if you feel like, I don't know, say you do your main core lifts and then you feel like, my biceps are weak, you can add in bicep curls. You can add, like, if you feel like, okay, no, I really need to target my hamstrings for whatever reason, then you can do like the leg curls or whatever.
Yeah.
Like if there's other things you really specifically need to target, you can do that. But he's like, if you just build a foundation with these kind of core lifts, then you can kind of grow from there and whatnot. So I was like, okay, it makes some sense to me.
Yeah.
Not that I know anything, but my GCSE and PE, but it does sound like it makes some sense. So I'm gonna try it, and I will buy the book if I feel like in 6 months' time that I'm stronger and like my cardio's gone up and whatnot, I will buy those books.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will send you the PDF anyway.
Cheers. Yeah, my friend Alfie, he's doing something similar where he's like, it was a 20, so he's doing a 20-kilometer bike ride, then 10 sets of 10 on bench press, deadlifts and squats. And he said that's what his workout is at the moment, and he's like, yeah, it kills him. And it took him ages to do it as well. I was like, I tried it, but I can't do the cycle. So I was like, I'm just gonna cycle for a bit, see how I feel. And then that was when we were going to the gym in Northwood, and I ran to it, then like did a bit of cycling, then tried the bench pressing and stuff, and I was like, yeah, like absolutely killed me.
Kills you off.
Yeah.
So yeah, what my current thing is I'm doing like, so there's like a bit that you start off with, which is like your base building. So what I'm currently doing at the moment is I'm doing two strength endurance days and 2 like cardio days. So on my like strength endurance days, I'm literally doing like kettlebell work, like literally like kettlebell swings, like goblet squats, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And like renegade rows, all of that sort of stuff. And then on my endurance days, literally just like, yeah, on the bike, on the exercise bike or on the treadmill or like just running outside for, you know, he says up to 2 hours. And I'm like,
Jeez.
so, I mean, that's up to 2 hours. You don't have to do it. He's like at least half an hour up to 2 hours. So
Yeah.
I'm starting at half an hour and I'm just going to build it up over the time. And then, yeah, and then this is what I start with. And then in, I think, week 5-ish, that's when I get to deadlifting, whatnot. And
Okay.
it's just, yeah, so, yeah. He basically believes you have to build your endurance a bit first before you start doing all that, which I guess
You do,
kinda
yeah,
makes
for
sense,
sure.
yeah. So start with that and then, yeah, we'll see how it goes. So, yeah, ask me literally the beginning of this thing. I only started on Friday. I've got 8 weeks, so ask me in 8 week time if I actually kept up with it and how I feel, and we'll go from there. What about you, Cam? What's your workout plan for the year?
I feel like I just said that.
Tekken kicks.
No push-ups, no squats in the yard. Some body weight. You got like dumbbells in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have a kettlebell as well? No.
No,
That was taken.
Every match of Tekken you lose, you have to do 10 push-ups or 50 push-ups or something.
That'd be good. 10 push-ups, 50 squats if you lose a Tekken match.
Yeah, I mean, it would be good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, mate. Them dumbbells though, you could do a lot with those dumbbells. They're light, but you could do some stuff.
Yeah. I don't know, though.
Yeah, not interested.
Not interested. I just yeah, I don't know what I would do, like what would be effective, and I see be able to find out.
What would you want to do? That's the $1 million question, is what would you want to do? What would be like your goal? So like my goal is to increase my strength mainly.
I just want to lose weight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, well, you don't need to do anything. Then you really don't need to do anything. You just, losing weight is all kitchen.
Oh.
It's all kitchen. Or like 90% kitchen.
Can be all kitchen.
It can be all kitchen,
yeah.
But it's like, yeah.
If you don't want to change your diet too much, then there's 80% kitchen and 20% gym, but it can literally be all kitchen.
Yeah, it's all kitchen, mate. Unfortunately, like,
I mean, either way, I know that I would need to change my diet regardless. But either way, it's like I don't know exactly what I would need to do, and I really don't want to put in the effort.
That's fair. Anyway, happy New Year to all the listeners who made it this far. Let's get into our first song of the episode. It's crazy how we've just been yapping, but let's get into our first song. Right. Let me actually pull these up. So yes, there we go. So for our first song, let's play the new Lil Simz. This one's track entitled "Hello Hi." Lil Simz on drill. I don't think she's done that before. So it's definitely a good one. So yeah, shout out to Lil Simz on this one. This one's "Hello Hi."
Yeah, I know pain and scars. I know martial arts. Thank God I made it. Martial art. Noising up the whole street anytime I start my car. Neighbours can't believe how black women got this far, but they rate it still. I was chasing dangerous thrills. Got a pen that's pumping iron away, it's right and staying still. Heard the beat and it gave me chills. Right place at the right time, and this time I let my pain spill. I ain't gotta be what they on or be in the latest drop.
And we are back. Shout out to Lil Simz on that one. That one's track entitled "Hello Hi."
Focus.
Yeah, let's just keep it rolling, man. Keep it moving. So for our focus this week, we are going to talk about the honey scam. So if you haven't heard, how best to say this? Okay, just for some context, Honey is a browser extension / app on your phone that basically says that it can provide you with coupon codes whenever you're making a purchase. So
discounts. Everyone loves saving money.
Everyone loves saving money. Everyone loves a discount. So you go on ASOS to buy something new, some new drips, some new garms. And as you're about to check out your basket, Honey pops up and says, hey, we might be able to find you like some coupon codes. You say, okay, go for it. Honey apparently searches the web, finds the best coupon codes, if there are any available, applies it to your basket, saving you, 5%, 10%, 15%, 3%, whatever. Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
So funny because if you're going to stop listening now, this is not a sponsor. Yeah, you want need a discount? Yeah, Honey, extension, add it to your browser. ASOS.
Don't add it to your browser, I beg. Like, don't do that. That's the last thing you want to do.
Listen further. There's more to this.
There is more to this. So this is the app that was heavily promoted by some of the biggest YouTubers on, I guess, YouTube. Some of the biggest YouTubers on their platforms. Mr. Beast did a bunch of adverts for it. Marcus Brownie did a bunch of adverts. Mr. Who's the Boss. Anyone you can really think of, like, did adverts for this platform. We're basically selling it to their audience, telling them, if you don't sign up, you're basically leaving free money on the table, all of this sort of stuff, pushing it, and they've been around for years at this point. And recently, about 2 weeks ago, I think a bit under, it's come out that Honey pretty much might be a scam. I've never used it, so I don't know, but I'm taking the word of my man in the video that we just watched.
He came with evidence as well.
He did come with evidence, although it could all be AI.
True.
If I'm Honey, I'm like, AI.
That's AI. But we don't do that.
So actually, let me find the name of the channel. I think it was Mega Lag, but let me just double check that.
I think it was.
I've not used Honey before either, but I've always heard people telling me good stuff about it, and I've been meaning to actually download it for a while, but never did. And now I'm kind of glad I didn't.
So on the channel,
do you manually search for like discount codes and stuff like that?
Not always, but a lot of the time if I'm like gonna get something, I'll just search in Google discount codes and just see if there's anything pop up there.
Yeah, so I'm a student, so I searched I was a student, so I would search the student websites.
Yeah.
And I still have access to 2 of them, so I still do that, but man. Paying full price is gonna suck. So I never used Honey for that reason, because obviously I was like, most of the places I regularly shop at places where I can get discounts, basically. Yeah. So I
always search Google, and like Daily Mail always has stuff and things like that, but they're not normally great codes. They normally either don't work, or they're ones where it's like first time buy in, things like that, where it's like it's just not gonna help me.
But so on the Mega Lag channel on YouTube, I don't know if this is one person or if this is a conglomerate or anything, I don't know, but there's only one guy presenting on this particular video, and it's 23 minutes, and he basically goes into his journey on how he investigated Honey and basically found out that, but in his opinion, it's a scam. And then I guess in our opinion, based on the evidence presented by him, I would say we would have to agree they are scamming literally everyone. Literally everyone. Like, you could make an argument to say that the business owners aren't being scammed. Yeah. But they are, I think. I think they are, because if Honey didn't exist, this wouldn't need to happen. They wouldn't need to pay Honey in the first place. Yeah. So I think they're scamming everyone. So let's take it on the journey then. So the YouTubers are promoting it, let's say, to build up the user base. Then once they get the user base and users are starting to use it, they're stealing the affiliate money from YouTubers. Should we go into actual detail about how this is happening?
Can summarize it, I guess. So it's the affiliate links are being changed by the browser to basically hijack the link so that it takes from the YouTubers. Let's say Mr. Beast, for example, has his link. It should have a Mr. Beast link, like or referral code in the link. The Honey overwrites it and hacks it with PayPal, who bought out Honey however many years ago. And then it just they basically then looks like Honey is referring themselves as the
or referring the customer to this website. So literally again, so say you're gonna buy something from ASOS. Say you're looking for I don't know, the hottest t-shirt on road, you know, the hottest white, the crispiest white t-shirt, right? So you watch some YouTube videos, you come across, I don't know, I know GQ do videos. Let's say GQ, their video, and they're like, you can get this crisp white t-shirt from ASOS. Link in the bio, or no, link in the description, sorry. So you go in the description, you click the link takes you to ASOS. Immediately ASOS knows that you came from GQ if they're set up as an affiliate or whatever, but they know you came from GQ, and they're going to pay GQ a commission for bringing you as a customer. But then if you click on the Honey thing, Honey, through some coding magic, let's say, I'm not a coder, they overwrite the fact that you came from GQ and say that you came from Honey, and so Honey take the commission, even though it was, you watched the GQ video, you know, the GQ presenter was the one that sold the idea to you in the first place to buy this t-shirt. Just for the fact that you searched for some coupons on Honey, they are now taking the entirety of the affiliation money, basically. So that's obviously a scam, because they're robbing blogs, they're robbing YouTubers, they're robbing like Instagram influencers, they're robbing anyone who who ever tries to promote something via an affiliate link, they're robbing. And that's crazy to me, because that sort of thing goes up and down the entire kind of economy. Like, yes, you have your Mr. Beasts and people like that who are millionaires who do affiliate marketing, but you also have people like who haven't even quit their day jobs yet, who are doing affiliate marketing, that are being robbed from. Like, I've been offered some affiliate marketing stuff. I've never done it because it's always been on some nonsense, like, oh, like, we'll send you our microphone, you put like it in one of your DJ mixes, and I'm like, bro, like, this doesn't, it's a DJ mix, I don't even use the microphone, like, please. But like, and I've been offered that, and it's like, oh yeah, promote it, and then we'll pay you, and then also if the people come from your video, you'll get a kickback, blah blah blah. It just never made sense to me. But I've been offered that, and I'm in no way like anyone of any kind of note, really. I've been offered a few. So I'm just saying, like, it goes from big people to people who are in poverty like me. And PayPal are out here teething money out of their back pockets. And they use the biggest influencers of them all to set up that strategy, which I think is disgusting. I don't know whether PayPal was involved the entire way, but they surely know enough from when they bought the company to know what's been happening now.
It can't just be an accident.
No, for sure. No,
it can't be. That's something that's got to be hard coded. Like, that's got to be something that's coded into it. It can't be, oh no, we played blissful unawareness. Oh, we didn't know that this was happening.
This is how they make their money. Yeah. Because like, I think most people probably assumed that it was data harvesting. That they were like, that whenever you go on Honey, they take information about who you are and what you're buying, and they just collating all your habits, blah blah blah, and then selling it off, and that's how they make their money. I'm sure, and
they're probably doing that as well.
Literally. But I'm sure when PayPal came in and they saw like the whole thing, I'm sure they knew.
They're right. ASOS paying you £1 million a month. What's that for? Oh, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
don't worry about that.
Exactly. Because none of the money should have come from businesses then. It should have come from their sales of data information. They shouldn't be getting paid. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sure.
Or unless they're advertising or something inside of Honey, like they have some sort of advertising method. Obviously, we haven't used it.
Haven't seen that.
Because I know the extension is a pop-up. So maybe if they have like a pop-up, like, oh, you like this t-shirt, maybe go to this t-shirt. Where that could be some advertising they have in there or something. But
yeah. I don't think that. That's the case.
Probably not.
Yeah, and the worst part to me is the fact that it takes if it took it when it gave you a coupon, it would be still be shady, but it'd at least be understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that they take it when they search,
Regardless.
like regardless of whether you get a coupon, like, or even when it pops up and it doesn't even ask you to search for coupons, it pops up and says there are no coupons.
Yeah.
But just you clicking on, okay, thank you for letting me know there are no coupons, it takes it. Or when it tells you to pay through PayPal, it's like, oh, hey, by the way, you can pay through PayPal.
Yeah.
You click on that, it takes it. Anytime you click on the Honey little pop-up on your browser, anything other than the X, I think you have to press the X.
Yeah.
If you press anything that pops up on the Honey thing, it takes the affiliate money.
It's crazy. Like you said about the GQ kind of example. Like, let's say GQ is saying there's the hottest t-shirt at, I don't know, G-Star. If I then decide, I don't even want this t-shirt, I want the jeans instead, they're still putting me to G-Star and they're still, then they're still getting, they should still get their referral link. But then in that case, Honey's still taking everything. It's like, so no matter what I do now on that site, before I've closed it, Honey are taking it and running with it.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Literally crazy to me that. And PayPal is a big company, so to be doing that is crazy.
Yeah.
So, and then using influencers to promote it. And like the first thing Cam was saying, well, aren't they getting paid? Like, yeah, they get paid in the front end, or at least some of them. It's not everyone. Some of them are being paid in the front end, but then all of them are being robbed out the back pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, literally people who have nothing to do with Honey and still being affected by this.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as a viewer installs the Honey extension, then that's it. They're in.
I think that's the worst part, because I feel like, the first thought is, it's them big influencers anyway, who cares? Or it's they're getting paid for it. So good. Let us take something back. But then when you dig more into it, that they're getting robbed out of their back pocket. And then there was more on the video about how it affects the consumer as well, where it lies about what kind of discounts there are through Honey. So there could be a 20% discount, which is linked somewhere else.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna. So if you searched in Google ASOS discount, you might find a 25% discount somewhere else. But Honey will give you a 5% discount, because then you're using Honey's Honey 5 code.
Yeah.
And then you're getting robbed as well, the 15%.
And we'll get to that because that's another bump. But the thing I just thought about that I don't think was mentioned in the video is that when you get like affiliate links and sponsorship opportunities and all of this sort of stuff, the business that you're working with pays attention to the feedback that happens. They pay attention to how many people did you convert to sales, like how many people came through to the website on your affiliate link, blah, 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 all of this sort of stuff, how many people made purchases under your affiliate link, blah, 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 to then decide of whether they're going to continue working with you or like work with you again and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, on that level as well, you're robbing people of future opportunities.
Yeah.
Because you're taking the purchases that they've directed their audience towards. They've directed their audience in a particular direction. Some people have clicked on the link, made the purchase, whatever. You're taking the commission that they would earn on that. But also, you're decreasing their numbers.
Yeah.
And thus potentially meaning that they don't get
sponsor.
they lose a sponsor, or they get less sponsorship opportunities or whatever.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Like, that's so shady to me. And you're big PayPal, you know. Like, nah, that's so shady to
And
me.
I guess in the same way then as well, Honey would also probably get larger deals with whatever company, because it looks like they're pushing they're driving so much stuff towards, let's say, ASOS again. ASOS is thinking, wow, Honey are driving us millions of people, but we're gonna increase our percentage we're giving you because you're doing so much for us, and we're gonna give you this. Whereas really it's Mr. Beast and us and whoever just pointing people in there, stealing it, which is
so it's so shady.
Yeah, it's actually quite a big scandal.
It's literally, it's massive, because then, like you say, you think it's Mr. Beast, who cares? But it affects the entire economy of influencers, YouTubers, bloggers. Like, there are affiliate links everywhere.
Down to like what is it? Like newspaper sites and all that kind of stuff
have affiliate links.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like anywhere on the internet where you can kind of get a recommendation, there'll be an affiliate link. Like, so that's crazy. And then obviously, like you were mentioning earlier about how the it's not even a good deal for the consumer, because at first you think, oh well, yeah, it's only people, this doesn't affect me, but it's not a good deal for the consumer, because in the back end, honey, the reason why they have these commission deals with companies, for example, ASOS. Again, I don't know imagine they didn't even have a deal with ASOS.
We're just rinsing ASOS.
Yeah, but the reason why they have these affiliate links in the first place with these companies is because on the back end, they go into these companies and are going, hey, by the way, we can let you decide what coupons are available on our extension, which is crazy to me. So then if there's a 20% discount out there and the business has said, only show discounts up to 5%, honey will act like there are only discounts up to 5%. And because you're being told the entire time, oh, you can rest easy that this is the best deal that you can get, you won't even go looking and potentially find that 20%. You just pay, you get, 5%, lovely.
Yeah. It's disingenuous, isn't it? It's
so disingenuous.
Crazy.
So as a consumer, you're missing out on that. Or, you know what? ASOS might say, do you know what? No coupons.
Yeah.
Ever, but we'll pay you 3% on any commission for any purchase that comes through your thing.
Yeah.
So then, honey, anytime you open up ASOS now, so sorry, no deals. And then you quick Google search and you find 15 of them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So for the consumer, you're being barefaced lied to. And you're being told you're saving money and they're doing all this for you and they're mugging you off.
Literally mugging you off to your face. Because ASOS is saving money from it as well, because they're like, it might be, let's say because they do a lot of discounts, ASOS, so they're like, okay, we've got 20% discount for you, and then us 3 have taken it, they're like, ooh, 3 people have taken it, that's gone quick, honey, take that, don't allow that one, give them the 4%, then that's the 16% they're saving now from the next people, 100 people use honey, and then they can then be like, okay, put that 20% back on just for a couple people, and then that's mad.
They have control over what is displayed on honey. So honey's idea that it searches the web and shows you all the coupons, just a barefaced lie.
Yeah,
they have specific coupons that they will decide. Which is decided by the shop.
So that's disgusting. So that's how the consumer's being fucked over, really. And then for me, I said this a minute ago, but businesses are being fucked over, because if honey wasn't such a barefaced liar in the first place, businesses would have no reason to partner with them. So in our example, ASOS is paying honey 3% or 5% or whatever the affiliate numbers are in their partnership. Because in a way, honey is bending them over the table and saying, if you don't, we're going to give all the coupon codes out. Yeah. So you partner with us and we'll save you some money by lying to your customers.
Consumer,
but you have to pay us.
Yeah.
We'll lie to your customers, but you have to pay us. And if you don't, we're going to give them all the best coupon codes and you're going to lose revenue that way.
That's crazy.
So they're bending over everyone.
Literally fucking everyone over. So they're taking money from the streamers, taking money from the business, and then technically taking money out of our pockets as well. They're not taking it personally, but they're getting it in a roundabout way from
us discounts.
Yeah, and then getting it in a roundabout way from the business, because as Yel's just saying, they're saying, pay us or we're using this. Pay us, and then so they're getting their money back anyways. It's crazy. Big scam.
It's literally, they pay the influencers, steal the money out of their back pocket by extorting businesses.
They didn't have to even pay the influencers, because if we're using honey and then the influencer are advertising ASOS, they're taking the money out of their back pocket without actually paying them to advertise honey.
They pay the influencers in like your Mr. Beast or whatever to advertise it in the first place.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying, but then they don't have to even be doing that, because they're still taking the money out. Because it's like,
at this point
they're big enough that people are like, say they can, let's say, have a deal with Mr. Beast for 2 videos. Mr. Beast has now got, I don't know how many subscribers he's got, 100 million, let's say. He's got, let's say he gets 20 million of them people to sign up to honey. They're like, okay, cool, thanks for the, and then they're all using honey now. They're like, okay, cool, now you can sponsor whatever you want, and then them lot, they're gonna click whatever else affiliates he's got. It could be his own affiliated links, whatever, and then boom, they're taking money from that as well.
It's snowing, by the way, people.
Oh my god, it's like very, very snowing.
Yeah, So
I thought it was. I can't see it from this side, but then through that window behind you, I can see it.
It's like very wet ground.
I mean, it's settling on cars and stuff that I can see.
Yeah.
So
But like the road is wet.
the road is wet, so it should be fine. Yeah, because it was raining earlier, I think, so it shouldn't settle too much on the ground. But yeah, let's.
That's what I was because I was saying to you earlier that it was snowing in it in the morning, and when I saw it snowing in the morning, I was like, if it was to snow hard right now, it would set. But if it snows light and then that wets the ground and then whatever,
That's not gonna thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get through the rest of this episode so Bez can get home safely.
Get my chains out for the tires.
Yeah, ice road truckers. But yeah. So yeah, basically, if you haven't heard about this honey scam, it's horrible. And then a YouTuber who runs a channel called Legal Eagle put up a video a couple of days ago, I want to say, basically saying that he's going to do a class action lawsuit. Or no, he has filed a class action lawsuit.
on behalf of who? The YouTubers.
On behalf of YouTubers, bloggers, anyone who does affiliate marketing, basically, he said. So it's YouTubers, yes, and it's not just the YouTubers who were advertising it specifically.
Yeah,
it's literally
everyone.
anyone who does affiliate marketing who may have had honey steal their thing. And obviously, you would never know, but he's saying if you have an affiliate link, you can talk to us and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
And like through our investigation, we'll see what we can find out.
Jeez.
So in his video, he's basically like, anyone who does affiliate marketing, get in contact with us. If you've done affiliate marketing within this time frame, I think it was that he gave, let us know, and we're gonna he's filed the lawsuit and everything, and obviously honey has to respond in some way, and then obviously if it does get to the point of going further and getting serious, honey will have to provide the information to the other side, so then they'll be able to see, okay, cool, you were affected, sorry, you weren't. Well,
Yeah.
maybe that's how they'll do it or whatever. But basically, that's a big lawsuit, and I can see that video is gaining traction, so I can see some of the bigger names like at least having a conversation with him.
Yeah.
Or like putting their lawyers in touch with him or whatever.
Yeah.
Because he's one of the big legal YouTubers.
Okay. So I think that the video you played earlier, that had said that honey had about 5,000 or something like that, different people who'd affiliated with them. And that's only honey. So if there's 5,000 people for that, and then it also is just anyone who's affiliated in general, that's gonna be crazy.
Literally crazy.
Because like it's pretty much every YouTuber who
does affiliate stuff.
Yeah.
does affiliate stuff, and like so it's gonna be crazy numbers of like the amount of people that would have been potentially affected by this.
I'm just thinking about who, like the YouTubers that I watch, and like obviously blogs and stuff do it as well. I read a handful of blogs occasionally, and they do it as well. But like just to keep sticking it to YouTube, like almost all the YouTubers I watch have some kind of affiliate stuff, like for various different things. Ridge Wallet,
Display.
Yeah, display
is a big
the smell things.
Air Up,
Yeah.
Air Up, like bloody
Surfshark,
NordVPN, like all of this sort of stuff, like
Manscaped.
Oh my days, Manscaped. There's just so many things, and then obviously some of the more bespoke places have like, so if it's a tech YouTuber, they'll have specific tech ones. If it's a clothes YouTuber, they'll have specific clothes things. Like all of these places, all of these YouTubers, with all of these, and each YouTuber has multiple affiliates.
Yeah.
Like they do a video for this person and a video for that person. Like there's so much. And I'm like, yeah, bro, honey might be cooked.
They should be cooked.
Well, I think honey's done.
Yeah. But
And PayPal are going to be not crooks, but they're going to have to pay a decent amount.
Yeah.
It's going to suck because obviously consumers, there's nothing consumers can do. It's only going to be the influencers that can really do anything about this.
Yeah, because I guess we're not technically being affected.
They're not technically taking anything away from us.
Yeah. We're losing the discount, but we didn't have that extra money or anything that they're taking out of us anyways.
Yeah. Like they're being dishonest to us.
Yeah.
It's very, and obviously the amount of consumers, they would just be crazy.
Yeah.
So it's but influencers and YouTubers and the like and bloggers and the like should be able to get involved and get themselves a pretty penny, probably.
They should provide the actual service that they were meant to be providing in the first place.
But then they wouldn't make money, because that's the funny thing. I don't know if you've seen. Well, I guess you didn't. But what's his name? Markiplier.
Yeah.
He put out, he was on a stream or something, or did a video or whatever. There's been a clip of him floating around from like 4 years ago, where he basically goes on a little 3-minute rant about why he would never accept sponsorship from Honey, because, and this is obviously before all of this. This is 3-4 years ago. But he was like, I don't understand where the money's coming from. He literally is like going on that rant. And I guess at the time, all the comments were like, data harvesting, which, because that's just the assumption. If it's free and blah, 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 you're the product, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, I just don't understand. Like, if, and he was like, why do, and he was like, I don't understand why businesses allow this, and now we know why businesses allow it, because they're limiting what you can find.
Yeah. They're saving from it.
But he was like, something about it just doesn't sit right with me. So,
it's too good to be true, isn't it?
Yeah. So he was like, so I will never promote that to you guys, because I don't want it to blow back on me. And then he put out a video like a couple of days ago that was just like, you know, them knowing, it was very short, like a knowing smile. Like, well, hey, when you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, there are other scams on YouTube. Like, it's, in my opinion, never buy anything that's like a sponsored segment.
That's why I think, that's why I respect what you said about Markiplier, because I feel like there's too many YouTubers who just put out a sponsored segment for things where you're just like, it's just either a crap service or it's just not what they're telling you, and they act like it's the best thing ever. Yeah. But then I always hate, especially when, like, let's say this, the Surfshark, they'll be like, this is the best VPN that does this, and the next week they say NordVPN is this, and you're like, clearly you are just doing it for the money, because you said Surfshark is all this last week, and then you're saying NordVPN is this week. Yep. And you probably don't even use either of them. No. And then it's those especially, I'm like, what's wrong with you lot?
Literally, like, so for me, if I'm ever going to consider anything, it's going to be in a video that's unsponsored. If I'm ever going to consider it, it has to be unsponsored, or if it's sponsored by something else. Yeah. So like, I was watching a Mr. Who's the Boss video the other day, where he was doing like, he's bought a new house and he was doing a tour of like how he set up a new room or whatever, and the video was sponsored by one of those like robotic carpet like Hoover things, like what you got. Roomba, yeah, that's what they're called. But yeah, it was sponsored by a company that makes those. So I was like, obviously, I don't have money for that sort of shit. But like, say I was looking to buy one of those, I wouldn't buy it from that recommendation, because I'm like, hey, that's a sponsored thing. Yeah. Then the rest of that video, he was talking about his kitchen, and there was like, he was talking about the toaster that he has and the other kitchen appliances that he has. So he had like a Ninja Creamy that he gave his review of and other things. And some of them he was like, yeah, no, this is terrible, I'm sending it back. And some of them was like, no, yeah, this is good. I would maybe take a recommendation there, because it's like, okay, this video is clearly sponsored by this thing. Yeah. Not buying this thing because I can't trust your integrity here. But for the rest of the video, I can maybe
the stuff you have in your kitchen.
I can trust your integrity here, even though some of the stuff still might have just been sent to him, gifted to him. But and maybe that influences his perspectives. But that's the only way I can see. Like, something.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll test something. I'll buy something if something intrigues me enough. Like, even I don't really care about the person selling it or whatever. But like, for example, I bought the smell thing.
Air up, yeah.
Yeah. Because I was like, this is intriguing. I just want to see if it works.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really trust that they're saying it works. I don't trust you, but it's an interesting
You're intrigued,
thing.
Yeah.
For the science of it, I'm like, let me see what this is saying. And obviously it doesn't work crazy, but
not the way that they gassed it.
Yeah,
yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just had a water bottle. I'm like, cool, that's fine. Like, and then 2 years later, I threw it away. But yeah, like in that situation, and then again with Surfshark, I was like, I want a VPN, and you're telling me this one is. You're saying this is a VPN. Here you go, and you're gonna give me 3 months for free plus like 24 months, whatever. I'm like, for fairly cheap, for like less than £100. I'm like, calm, that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have it for 2 years now.
Yeah.
But what if it comes out that this VPN is, I don't know,
Not a real VPN. Just
downloading Bitcoin on your hard drive? That's why your computer's so slow now. Mining Bitcoin, downloading. I'm such a boomer. Mining Bitcoin.
Then I'll hold that, innit?
Then you hold that.
I'll hold
but
that.
that's my thing. So I guess with the air up, it's fine because that's like a physical product. If it comes and it's like it just falls apart in your hands, hey, whatever, you live with that. Unless I guess it could have been toxic.
But also that risk is still there. Even if I had done the search myself and done the research, that risk is still there.
No, of course it is. But I feel like
you can trust yourself a bit better than what this person is telling you.
Yeah, like, or at least, you can say when it's yourself, you can be like, hey, I tried my best. I did my research.
Yeah.
I missed this.
I made an informed decision.
Or like this information wasn't publicly available.
Yeah.
So, hey, what can I do?
I mean, I do still go and research it and go, like, I will go back and forth for like a week plus.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
deciding
enough.
whether it's not like a snap decision. They recommend that I do.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, for example, we were talking earlier about the BetterHelp adverts that are still going around. Like, say I had never heard anything about BetterHelp and how dodgy and bad it apparently is.
Yeah.
And like I was watching my favorite YouTuber, and like they did an advert for BetterHelp, and I'm like, you know what? I have been wanting to get into therapy, and this seems like an easy way to do that. And then I, sign up to BetterHelp, blah blah blah, and I get on there and have a terrible time. Like I'm like, I feel like that's not. Yeah, at that point you can't be like, oh yeah, for science. I feel like it's just better to just.
I mean,
stay
yeah,
clear.
the air up thing was for science, and then other things I don't really. What else? I don't think of anything else. I did display. That was kind of for science as well.
I mean, but display
I
is
was
cool.
tempted to display, but they're expensive. They're a lot more expensive than I thought they would be.
Yeah.
So I was almost a display.
It's annoying because the one I got, it comes with like a sticker that you stick to the wall, and then you put the magnet on it, and then the magnet sticks to the plate. The sticker lost its stickiness, so it fell off the wall. And then to buy a new one is just so expensive that I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
So now I don't even, oh no, it's in my room now. But yeah, I'm not going to put it back up again because it's too much money. I would only put it back up if I was going to buy a whole new display.
Yeah.
But to get a replacement magnet thing, it's like, it's long. But I don't know, especially when I was living at home with the parents, I had a lot of money that could just go to random things.
Damn, you could have gave it to me.
So yeah, at that point I was like, if I see something and I find it intriguing enough, then I'll just say, yeah.
I get that.
It's not really.
I do get that too. Yeah.
It's not really off of their recommendation. They're just bringing it to my eyes.
Attention.
Yeah.
And then I go look into it more, and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm willing to pay this money. I did the display thing. I'd been seeing it for like 6 months plus, and I was always interested.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, finally, I was like, I might as well go ahead.
So display got into hot water as well because they'd be stealing designs.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
They be out here teething designs, mate, and that's terrible.
Yeah.
I bet they're probably gonna do AI art now as well.
Probably.
100%. That's already
Yeah.
done.
Disgusting, disgusting, horrible stuff. Horrible stuff, man. AI shouldn't be involved in any. Whenever AI comes out, I always say AI should be mowing the lawn, like should be doing all the stuff
Vacuum cleaning.
Vacuum cleaning. That's fine. AI should be bloody doing your taxes if you have to do taxes. Like AI should be doing menial work. AI should be collecting the garbage. That's what AI should be doing, bro.
Yeah.
Not art, making music, not making art, not designing, like nothing artistic should AI be doing. Nothing fun should AI be doing. Did you see the thing about Meta apparently are going to put a bunch of AI accounts on Instagram?
It happened.
They did it.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything about that.
I saw a video about like a black woman. It was like a black woman, and her description was like, I can't remember, some nonsense. But then they took it down.
Oh, really?
So like
All of them.
I don't know. I guess maybe all of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the YouTuber saw it, like saw a tweet about it, then went to go on Instagram to see the account. It wasn't there anymore. But then when he searched on Google, like you could still see like a link to the profile. But when you click on the profile, it's not there. So it's like, yeah.
So, but yeah, apparently they said that they're gonna create a bunch of AI, bro. It wasn't like, we're gonna do one or two.
platforms.
They're like, we're gonna make a bag of AI profiles, and I was like, why?
For what reason?
It was for just interactions. I
Yeah.
think. Literally just to
interact. So
to have more people interacting on their
Like
platforms.
Smarter Child sort of thing, or
no, but kind of like, say I post, as far as I understood it anyway, say I post something on there. Like, say I posted a selfie of me out on New Year's Eve.
yeah.
An AI bot might pop up and be like, nice pic, yos. Nice pic.
Oh my God.
And that to me is the most disgusting thing I could
Block.
possibly fathom. I
I
would
feel like that's probably what happened was they did it and then people would just reported it.
as
And
bots.
and then it automated system
Because
took it down.
it is a bot. It's like why am I
But
not
if they
allowed
put
to
it there themselves, then surely they could
They could
Just
just
not
not have
report.
a place to stop it from being played.
But then they have the AI that's just gonna be just flagging it, so it'll
They
take
have
it down automatically, and then they'll have to then put it back up and then
Manually.
change the code of the AI system that reads the reporting, and then that's probably when they'll bring them back.
Because like other people's bots are nefarious. So I feel
Yeah.
like, and I feel so, and I guess they should be more transparent. I feel like, so other people's bots will be like, I don't know, a woman in a bikini, saying some nonsense. Hey, DM me for whatever.
Find me. I'm in your area.
Yeah. So
Let me read
hold
what
on.
the description is.
Go on.
It says proud black queer mama of two and mama of two and truth teller, your realist source for life's ups and downs. Let's chat. Available in the US.
Available in the US,
Available
you
in
know.
the US, yeah.
Well, what if I want to chat? Well, what? No, they're not allowed.
It does say on the profile AI managed by Meta,
Okay, yeah.
and then the profile name is
I would
Hi Mama Live.
Can you see is there a picture as well?
there's a picture.
Like
It's
an
a
AI
black
photo.
woman.
That's outrageous.
When
That's
I'm telling you,
outrageous.
that disgusts me so much. Let me see it again, Cam.
So it's got like more pictures like a ballerina, like an ice rink kind of thing.
So yeah, got posts and everything, like, and the AI bloody posts as well. And it's like, why are you giving these things like personalities like that?
Outrageous.
I guess it's available in the US because I guess maybe you wouldn't be able to find this profile if you search from UK, for example.
No, probably not.
I assume not.
That's why, especially because it's in brackets as well.
Yeah. It's like disclaimer available only in the US.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they do have region locked profiles, but I didn't think they did. But maybe they do.
Maybe for the AI stuff.
the AI, they do. Yeah.
I guess, yeah. But
Maybe it's a beta test. It's beta testing it in the US.
Yeah.
Roll out to everywhere else.
yeah. But I'm just like, that's just so infuriating to me because, like, I mean, I guess it's their platform, they can do what they want, but I'm like, at a certain point, I feel like you're just going to drive all the people off and it's just going to be bots chatting.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
Like the nefarious bots are enough. I don't need to have
It's the
bots by the hope by the
By the
people.
company as
Yeah,
well.
sending me messages as well. Like
and it's so fake because I guess they're trying to drive engagement and I guess they're going to use them to comment on people's like posts and stuff that maybe with low engagement or something. I don't know.
but then why remove the likes? Why remove why? You can't see how many people liked something now. If you want engagement,
I think they want conversation rather than just like.
yeah.
And I think that's probably why it's been a problem because, like, when you see something that you like it. You don't say anything.
And keep
You
pushing,
just-
yeah.
You like it, but if you see something you don't like, you'll say something.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so I guess maybe that's what their thing is that they're like they want people to talk and speak more because in their head they're a social network and they're trying to get back to being social.
Yeah.
In their head, this is what they're doing. In my head, I'm like, put your phone down. But in their head, they're like, okay, if we want people to be more social on the app, on the network itself,
Yeah.
we need people talking more. And how are we going to get people talking more? Oh, okay. Let's
start a
get rid of the
conversation.
likes so that if you like something, you have to actually comment and say, oh, I really like this.
Yeah.
And then also, let's get AI bots in here that can actually trigger conversations. Be like, oh, fascinating photo. Where did you take it?
Yeah. Have you used Copilot? Do you use Microsoft at work or anything?
I do use it at work, but I've never used it.
Okay, so there's
I've seen it, but
Copilot being brought in, and it asks questions like that. So like, if you are, it's an AI. So let's say you ask it, how do I I'm doing this. How do I do this? And they'll say, oh, you do this. Why do you need to do that? Is there a reason you're doing this?
Just shut up, man. What do you mean?
I'm like, I do like to be nice to the AI, but because when they take over, I want to be flagged as someone who said thank you and hello and manners. But like, don't ask me questions. Just answer the question and keep pushing, man. Come on.
Oh, don't ask bad man questions. That's jokes. Yeah, that's jokes. But the thing is, my thing is, AI doesn't need to have that human touch. Like, it can just be a tool.
Yeah.
It can really just be a tool to make our lives easier so that we can not stress about certain things and have more time to do things that are a bit more fulfilling in life.
Yeah.
But instead, they want to take away they make AI do the fulfilling stuff. And take away and be our social interactions and stuff. And I'm just like, it's too much. I don't like it. Oh, brother.
It's gonna get to that film Her when people falling in love with AIs and
Well,
Bro,
that's already
that's
happened. And the guy committed suicide. Well, the kid committed suicide.
oh really?
Yeah, fell in love with his with a bot on his phone, and then pretty much withdrew from the real world. His family were like, it got harder and harder to talk to him. He would spend his entire day in his bedroom chatting to this AI chat box on his phone, a chat bot on his phone, and he would say that he loves her, wants to be with her, wants to marry her, and he understood it wasn't AI, he understood it wasn't real, in a kind of warped sense. So he ended up taking his life to be with the chatbot.
Oh damn.
It's very sad. I think he was 15 or something.
That's crazy. So what? Why would they want to keep this pushing? Like, that should be a sign to say stop. If we don't need to have this human element to the feel of these things. Just stop.
I don't know, man.
Keep them as.
There are people who are just fascinated and very excited about it.
I do like the idea of AI, but to an extent.
I like
and
it.
we've gone way beyond the extent.
I like it to the extent that it takes away the boring shit and the stressful menial tasks and leaves me free to do other stuff. If AI took my job, have at it. As long as I am provided for with regards to food and water and shelter and all this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
The AI could have my job, bro.
Yeah.
I do not care. If I
It's
wake
so
up in the
over.
morning and all I needed to do was play, PlayStation, make music, DJ, do all the stuff that lights my soul on fire.
If it was
Have my job,
literally
Bridget.
AI takes any job that someone doesn't want to do, AI will take it. If you want to do the job, go ahead, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to do it, AI will take it.
Yeah.
And then you can just live and do what you actually want to do.
Yeah.
Nah, you're gonna do your job. You're gonna wake up, come downstairs, eat your breakfast. AI is gonna have your PlayStation on, playing it. Your DJ deck's gonna be spinning himself. Like,
Oh my god! But that's the world that's the way how we're going. Like, don't kill me. But that's the way how we're going, bro. Like, literally, like, people are like, AI is making art now. Like, people are posting. There's so much AI art that you see, and people are like, oh, it's only gonna get better. It's only gonna get better. Blah blah blah. And I'm like, that disgusts me so much.
Yeah.
Like, I want my art to be something from someone that means something to them. Like, it's like something that spoke to them in a particular moment or a particular series of moments that made them do this particular thing on the canvas. Like, not some algorithm that's kind of just done some ones and O's.
Yeah.
And spat that out. Like, I'm hearing so much like AI music as well. Like, I've been hearing quite a bit, and it's just like, man, and it just sounds it's just so soulless, and like, it just always, like, the part that kills me is that I'll hear a song and I'll be like, that just sounds so familiar. Like, it just sounds like it's a song I've already heard, just, I don't know, played in a different key or slowed down, sped up, like something like that kind of vibe. And then someone will be like, oh yeah, this is a song I generated on AI. And it's like, oh, so that's why. Because they literally, like, they've churned in this information, or the person's like, oh, write a song that sounds like, oh, kind of similar to this. And so they've done it, and it just comes out, and it's just something, it's just an edit of something that we all already know and love. Like, it's just
it can't just create something out of scratch. It has to have the tools, and those tools are going to be changing something slightly to make it sound different.
Yeah, so I would love AI if it was going in the direction of where it was taking all the menial bullshit out of life, but it seems to be going in the direction where it's taking all of the fun out, taking the social interaction out of life.
Yeah.
How does that even make sense? You want your platform to be more engagement on your platform, instead of trying to drive ways to get people to interact. Like, you could do something where you give people points for, like, every time you comment, you get a point.
Mm-hmm.
And the points are, I don't know. They could gamify it to give us the dopamine rush, bro. You can gamify this in so many ways of like points. You get to display badges on your account.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the most exciting thing, but something.
Yeah.
Or like comment streaks of like, I'm just thinking of other things that other social media do.
Yeah.
Or like other apps do, where you like say, if you comment, like make a comment on someone's picture or someone's thing every day, get a streak, and that number's displayed on your profile, and you're like, oh yeah, 365 days I made a comment. Yeah, literally, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many that was what?
It was effective.
It was effective.
Very
And people,
effective.
I mean, and it did die because people started just doing streak and
just doing it just to keep the streak.
yeah, and it was a bit thig, and
Send a blank photo.
so you might just start having
Send the blank photos.
that. So you might start having that where like,
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, Bez, I'm just gonna comment on your post.
Yeah. Keep the streak.
I need to keep my streak. So you might have that, but there's so many ways that you can kind of be like, let's try to make people actually do this. But no, you want to get AI involved.
Yeah. And they can use AI to do that, but to have the people do the end goal of it. Like AI can do like SEO, search engine optimizing and that sort of stuff as well. Like to drive people to your site, and then they can then do the rest. They can do the
and you can literally
social side.
And you can literally have your AI algorithm, whatever, say, okay, if someone comment, disregard it. It doesn't count as a streak. And then just keep, as people keep finding the meta, keep updating it. Okay, if someone says streak, doesn't count.
Yeah.
If the message is less than 4 characters, doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like that sort of stuff. And keep updating.
It has to be meaningful
It has
interactions.
to be, and then you can keep doing that.
Yeah.
And you can use AI, and you can use AI to learn if like a particular comment is being commented the most across everything. Maybe don't make that decision yourself, but flag it. Flag it to the devs to look at and be like, okay, so and then they can decide, okay, no,
Yes
this
or no
this
doesn't
yes or no
This comment doesn't
count.
yeah.
Because if everyone figures out that just to say, I like this, full stop.
Yeah.
And then the devs could be like, okay, no, you're having us
come on,
now.
need more than that.
Yeah.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, like that would be a good use of AI, I think. But
Like Duolingo, notify people when the streak's about to end. And
I'm
things
dropping
like
my
that.
streak. I've had enough this year. I'm dropping it.
This year, it's just started.
No, I haven't done it this year, I don't think.
Oh,
So I think I'm.
You haven't. I got a notification on mine saying send you a streak freeze.
I've been sending you some, Cam, as
Yeah,
well.
I thought you sent me one. Because I missed mine, but I was waking up late, so I didn't have much time.
I am dropping it deliberately. Don't send me any streak freezes.
Damn.
I've had a. Do you know? I literally like was thinking about it the other day, and I was like, okay, so I mostly do maths now. Which means, and I'm definitely not learning this maths. This maths is not something that I need to learn. So, what's the purpose? I'm literally at my sending a blank photo to maintain the streak. That's where I'm at right now, because I'm mostly doing maths, and the amount of Spanish, whenever I switch back to Spanish, I'm not doing Spanish consistently enough to actually learn and remember these words. Because I'll do the maths and I'll be like, oh man, I feel bad. This maths is so pointless. Go back to Spanish, and then the next day I'll be like, CBA to do Spanish, man. I actually have to think and engage my brain. Just do the maths and it's easy and done. And I'm like, I'm literally at that point where I'm just black screen in it. So I'm just like, just drop it. And if I desire to come back to it at another time, I'll come back to it another time.
Start from scratch.
That's
Start
literally me.
from one.
I've fallen all the way back to whatever's the one higher than gold in the league.
Yeah.
Because I've been doing maths, but I've just been doing
One lesson.
Not even one lesson. I've been doing one lesson, but also not even the furthest lesson that I'm at. I've been doing the first lesson.
Get 5 XP.
Get 5 XP and throw it down. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Blank screen or it's messages streak. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna drop it and like just take that out of my mental for a little while. So no need to send me any streak freezes. I'll eat that.
Crazy.
But the thing is, I feel like whenever I haven't opened the app in ages, I feel like whenever I open the app, it'll still be
The
like,
streak somehow.
and it'll be like, oh, save it with X amount of gems or whatever. Like, I feel like it'll still be able to be saved. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm dropping it.
I know our nephew, he dropped his, when he first went to uni, he dropped his, and then he came back and it was like, he's back.
Yeah.
Reaction to us like, he's back. But yeah.
But yeah, anyway, let's get into our second song of the episode. And then, we'll come back and we'll get to the end of this episode. So yeah, for the second song, let's do some 6-7. Yeah, shout out to LD in Pen releasing music. This one's track entitled Rolling 60s. Yeah, man, LD, man, might be my favorite drill rapper. One of my favorite drill rappers of all time anyway, for sure. So yeah, shout out LD releasing music from prison. Yeah, this one's Rolling 60s, and we'll catch you on the flip.
40s, SKs, glizzies, 013, we was drilling with Mizzies. I shot a few man and I shanked him silly. And we put a few man in the Philly. Blunt. He was talking on itch, now just like a worm, that nigga lives under the mud. My bro stretched that one and he FaceTimed me, said he shot that boy like grub. That's gang. Savage, I am what I am. 9 years weren't part of the plan, still handling shit, still do what I can. Already got a UAV, now we put the sentry in the back of the van. Don't let that shit there go over your head before my act come round with the act in his hand and spray that. Still giving out orders, I won't delay that. Do it again, yeah, we gon' replay that. All that tough chat, we gon' repay that. My name holds weight, I'm good in the A-cap. B in the C-cap too. 2 GLEs to bro, press play that. You wouldn't get it. Ask the killers, I got all the credit. Ask the killers, they're calling with me on the block. Bet they tell you I rap, but I'm stepping. Step with the MA and MA, we let that. That's free in a second. Long time since I did tech, and the last time I did, I put a boy down in a second. We ain't the rolling
And
60s,
we are
but we're
back.
60s.
That one, shout out to 6-7, shout out to LD. That one's track entitled Rolling 60s. Right, so we did have more to talk about, but the snow is actually settling and we want Bez to get home safely. It's already past midnight as well, so we are pretty much just going to go straight into the watch list and wrap this episode up, just for the sake of,
Safety
and all of that good stuff. So yeah, straight into the watch list. Who wants to go first?
The watch list.
Yeah, I'll go first. So have been watching. What have I been watching? Watch Squid Game season 2, which yeah, good stuff, very good stuff. You guys must watch, and we can have a chat about it.
I ain't gonna watch it for a minute. I can't lie.
Why not?
I just got too much else to watch.
You need to watch it.
No time.
You
I
need
ain't
to
got
put
I
things
have
on
no
hold
time.
and do the current.
Yeah,
I have no time. Did you hear me saying I gotta go gym tomorrow?
this one is homework. This one is like we got to talk about it on the podcast at some point. 'Cause
How many episodes is it?
7,
And how long are they each? 45 or longer?
but we're between 45 and an hour.
Yeah.
7 hours, mate. That's a long time. Do you know? And the worst part is obviously it's in Korean. So
Yeah.
I was like about to say, I'll watch it like when I'm working one of these days, but it's impossible. Impossible. Or watch it with a bad dub.
Yeah,
Like,
to watch it with a bad dub.
no, I wouldn't enjoy it. Like everything that you guys would be saying about it, I'd be like, no, I didn't get that. I'd be like, it was horrible. We'll see.
It's good. It is good. I've heard some people said it's better than season 1. I disagree, but
I mean, from what
I
I've seen so far,
can't
think it's better
fathom.
than season
You
one.
think it's better than season?
I mean, I
one?
already told you that. I didn't really vibe with season 1 in the first place.
I can't fathom
But
it being
this
better than
season
season 1.
It is very good.
Off good.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
and then yeah, besides that, I watched something called Missing You today, or the last few days, that's quite good. It's one of them like British limited series where it's about this woman whose like her fiance disappears, and then there's a whole load of story wrapped up in it, sort of thing. It's quite good. I don't know if you've seen like what was it, The Stranger or Obsession, any of this, that Harlan
I've seen
Coben.
Obsession. Yeah.
It's that person. It's like one of them kind of series. So yeah, it's quite good. Been watching Dexter Original Sin, the like new prequel Dexter series.
Yeah.
It's quite good. I mean, I'm quite enjoying it. The casting is very on point. Like, besides the Dexter's dad, who's doesn't seem too much like Dexter, but like, yeah, but Batista. Have you guys watched Dexter, the original one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like Batista, the guy with the hat, the Mexican.
Yeah.
Like, on point. Looks exactly like I was like, is they like CGI him? Was like it looks just like him. Dexter plays his character very well. Like yeah, so casting on point with that one. Then watched Carry On.
Batista, I hated Batista because I was like, bro, pay attention. Like, he was.
Is that the name of the character?
Yeah.
Yeah, his name's like Angel Batista, so it's Batista's surname.
Yeah, but he was the most like, bro, pay attention.
Oblivious, yeah.
Yeah. I like Dokes.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna bring Dokes back in because he wasn't in the original one enough. Like he's only in the first season. Only first season.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm hoping they're gonna bring him in and just be like, Dokes, you weird motherfucker.
Just the first thing, like.
Yeah, there's something about you because he was. Yeah, they need to bring a new character in for him.
Is his sister in the show?
Yeah, she's in it. Deb.
Ah man, I hope they retconned him out.
That would make no sense.
No, just
How would she not be there?
She was
Just
so
retcon her out
annoying. Just pretend she came in. She was on at uni or something.
They were estranged and then they got
yeah, something like that.
She just comes in on the phone for every here and there.
So annoying.
Is she annoying still?
She's not as bad, but she's still annoying.
She's my most annoying character of all time. I know some people say, "Oh, Skylar from Breaking Bad" or whatever. Dexter's sister, Deb or whatever her full name is, Debbie or whatever.
She's up there.
She is the top. She's not even. She's
this would be an interesting
for
conversation for the podcast. Like most annoying characters of all time. Yeah,
I feel like I've probably spoken about some of my top before.
I think she's up there for sure.
She's definitely up there.
You said that you don't like the actress because of the role, right?
Literally, I've seen her in other things, and I'm just sat there internally raging. Like, why is this? And she's actually, the worst part is, like, when I think about it objectively, I'm like, you're actually a fine actress. Like, you're doing a good job. Like, you're playing this role nicely.
You're not annoyed at the character because of the bad acting.
No, but I just have PTSD from her being Deb. Like, just
Well, them characters, you just can't like her now.
No.
But yeah, other than that, I watched Carry On, some new film on Netflix about, it's kind of like Phone Box, but airport, TSE. Is it TSE?
TSA?
Yeah,
TSA.
Jason Bateman.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Young Bateman.
Yeah, it's quite good. It's decent. Watched something called Dark Game, which was similar to Saw, but yeah, not very good. Watched Jingle All the Way, my one Christmas movie, which love that film, classic. Finished Ultimatum season 3, the reunion and stuff.
Oh, you're a bit late.
Yeah, I took ages to watch the reunion, but so I got bored of it. I feel like so I kind of took ages to get onto it. Yeah,
we got to we got to the bottom of who said about JR's hall pass and all this good stuff.
Yeah,
they did him dirty.
Well, JR, why?
He's not that villainous to me.
He's not, but he did say about the hall pass, didn't he?
He was joking.
He said it.
He did say it.
He said, I didn't say anything about hall pass.
But I can imagine not remembering that because the way how he said it was
very tongue in cheek.
Was very tongue in cheek and like such a light-hearted thing. Whatever. It wasn't like he was saying it to one.
He said a lot light-hearted.
So okay, but that's what I'm saying. He said a lot, right? But like in terms of the ultimatum. And like some of the other characters other people that have been on this show.
Oh yeah.
He was the villain of this season, but compared to some of the villains of the other seasons, he was that. That's
true.
He just ran his mouth. That's really all he did. He just ran his mouth and then lips the girl a couple of times.
That's true.
And kind of lied about it. But like compared to other people, like Ruth, I slept with him one time, not one time, not two times, not three,
not thrice.
Yeah, and then the guy was a menace. I can't remember his name. Because he got kicked out of the show.
But yeah, that's true.
Menace. And then when you think about the queer one with the women, and I just wanted to finger her just because it wasn't sexual. It wasn't actually sexual. I just wanted to finger her. It's just what I wanted to do in that moment. Menace.
Yeah, that is
Vanessa,
true.
Or
yeah,
whatever her name was. Menace. JR just ran his mouth a bit too much. He was too happy to be there.
Yeah,
he was too. He was too happy to be there. But comparatively, he didn't do that.
It's because the season was kind of dry.
Yeah,
but so they had to have someone be the villain.
So, but then that's why I'm like they threw him under the bus because he was made the villain of the season, but I don't feel like he did enough to be pushed that way. And then when they ambushed him at the reunion with all those clips, I was like, man,
we just threw the pillow and walked out at the end, didn't he? Didn't even like go and say bye to anyone.
Nah, I would have done the same because I'm like, yeah, man, you
lot came for me here. Yeah, you lot just wanted to make TV.
And I don't think he fully deserved that. He deserved the corner that he got from his ex or whatever.
Yeah,
because obviously they had their relationship or whatnot. But I think the producers setting up this whole clip thing for him, I'm like, nah, you're doing too much.
True.
It wasn't that bad.
Fair. But yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, I feel like he was bad, but yeah, in comparison to other seasons.
Yeah.
This season was very mild.
I mean, he was back. I wouldn't want him for my boyfriend. But I'm just saying, like, compared to other people.
Yeah, fair. And then just finished Blue Lock, and Bleach, and that's pretty much been me. And Dandadan as well. Finished that.
We finally admit that it's a romance then? If
No.
we finished it, which we know
It's still not romance.
Oh my god! So much of it has revolved around these two looking dreamily into each other's eyes. How is this not a romance?
Because there's still an action comedy before it's a romance.
And like this whole like he's all like, oh, Miss ISA, I need to get so strong for her. I don't want her to leave me. Like all it's so like romance coded. I can't believe this, but fine. Like, yes, it's an action. Yes, it's a comedy. It's an action comedy. It's an action rom-com.
The romantic elements at the bottom though, so I wouldn't say it's a romance. I say it's got romantic elements. Yes.
It's more romantic than it is dramatic.
Yeah. But it's an action comedy. It's more action, more funny than romantic. And
I feel like the funny moments and the romantic moments are about the same amount.
nah.
I would say every episode has one thing that's funny, one thing that's romantic, and then the rest is action.
I don't know. I feel like it's got a lot of funny elements to it.
I mean, it's funny, but I would say, yeah, man. I don't know. I would consider that because if I was watching, but to be fair, I consider Deadpool 1 to be a Valentine's Day movie. But it came out on Valentine's Day,
Yeah,
and the whole thing is about him.
He did say it was a Valentine's movie, but
it came out
very
Valentine's
tongue in
Day.
cheek.
It was tongue in cheek, but the whole movie is about him trying to get back to his girl.
Yeah,
That's the whole movie. Like, yes, he goes on a rampage, like looking for my man. I can't remember his name.
Some nonsense.
He spells it out in the bodies, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He remembers it.
I can't remember the name, but yeah, it is not a silly name, but it's like
I mean, he plays it like it's a silly.
Yeah,
Not really.
Francis.
France.
it's something like that.
I feel like it might be Francis.
I don't
something
think
along
it's
those lines.
I think it's something close to Francis, but not quite. Or maybe I'm bugging. It might be.
It's
Francis.
something. It's something like that.
But basically, yeah. But the whole movie, he's trying to get back to his girl. He's like, I need to get this undone so I can go back to my missus.
Yeah.
Like, that's the whole basis of the movie. Like, and I'm like, that's a romance to me. That's a romance. When it's got elements of love, it's a romance. Like, it's that simple. So maybe I'm just wrong. But, you know, I just see love in it.
Just love
I just love love.
Yeah, that's me though.
I'll go next. So in my nocturnalness, I was just watching some random anime. So I watched the first few episodes of From Commonplace to World. What is it? What's the last word? To World's Strongest. It's
okay, of course.
So I start. It's like a 4.7 rated on Crunchyroll. So
4.7.
4.7 out of 5.
Oh my
Out of five.
Crunchyroll's
Oh,
ratings
five.
are outrageous though.
Crunchyroll. Okay,
Crunchyroll.
right. I thought you were talking about my anime list.
So I was like, maybe this is going to be all right. So, I was thinking it's just going to be like a generic.
He's
isekai.
such a snake. I forgot he did this. Ambrose just went to tag him and he jumped off the thing. Sorry, this is such a tangent. I forgot all about this. I remember they lose this match because Rollins does this.
This is before the
the
snake.
break. He was a snake from day one. Look, and Roman's like, what you doing, bro? But I remember his logic. So Ambrose and Roman have been beefing, like doing that whole, like Roman. At this point, Roman was getting very popular, and Ambrose was like, "You're not the star of this group. We're all equals. You're not the star." And Roman's just doing his cool swagger, like, "Hey, if they think I'm the guy, I'm the guy." Like kind of vibe, and they've just been bickering and like. Not working together as a team and whatnot, and Rollins is trying to play peacekeeper
Yeah.
type vibes, and so he does this to force them to work together without him, and obviously they just end up losing, and then they crazy because then they come together, they stomp. I can't remember who they fight at this the Mania, but they stomp whoever it is. Then they get into the beef with Evolution almost immediately after Mania, and then he snakes them again.
snakes them after
So
that.
the same snakes them twice in a year. Well, obviously the second time was more impactful, but yeah, I forgot about this.
There's method to the madness here, though.
But yeah, they are working together now, as
Yeah.
you can see, like a well-oiled machine. But yeah. Sorry, Cam. Complete tangent. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so it's rated 4.7 out of 5 on Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
I don't really trust that. So I was thinking to myself, okay, this is going to be like a 7.5 on my anime list. So I started watching it, thinking it's like 7.5 anime. I watched one episode, I'm like, this is bad, but maybe it's going somewhere. Then I watched the second episode, I'm like, this is still bad. I watched the third episode, I'm like, nah, yeah, this is just trash. So I checked my anime list to see what it's rated on there. It's like a 6.7.
4.7 as well.
Like a 6.7. I was like, okay, cool, okay. I was misled. So I'm not watching that no more. I'm done with that. Then I started watching this Chinese thing called Link Click, where
That's in my list to watch.
it's I've watched 2 episodes and it's actually it's quite good.
Okay.
It's like these 2 guys can go into pictures.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
And it was intriguing. I was like, that looks decent.
Yeah, I was gonna watch that.
It is good. It's like very just story driven.
Yeah.
And I like it. And it's got a different vibe because obviously it's Chinese, so and it was animated in China and everything. So it's like just yeah.
The animations are normally quite good as well. I feel like from what I've seen clips of.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. It's like it just looks good.
My next watch.
And then I also finished Blue Lock and Bleach. And I want to be done with Bleach. I want to just I want to stop watching, but I can't. I have to continue watching.
It's almost like you have to finish it, but
Yeah.
it's
Your favorite anime of all time? That's your GOAT?
It is legitimately my favorite anime of all time, but it's not my goat. And then I also been watching Arrested Development. It's such a funny show, and I started Squid Game. Just need to finish that. I have the last 3 episodes to go. And I think that's. And then we watched Gladiator 2 in the cinema, which I haven't seen the first one, but yeah, I found it quite enjoyable.
Yeah, the first one's better. The first one's definitely better.
But it's not bad, is it?
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I like it. I like some of the callbacks to the first one as well. I will never be your instrument and decipher the next. It's just good.
I also finished season 4 of Emily in Paris.
Oh, okay.
It's so funny because the episode I stopped on, I was hating it. I was like annoyed. And then I started back, and then once I finished that episode and got to the next one, I was like, I like this shit.
Jokes.
And then, next season's Emily
In Rome.
Rome. It's going to be crazy.
So I don't know, did you hear that apparently they got a lot of stick for it previously because there was a lot of English or there are a lot of Americans, all the people speaking English in it a lot. So that's why this season, I don't know if you've realised they were speaking a lot more French in it.
Yeah. The reason why I started watching it again because I saw a video from a guy, I don't know, he's like some black French guy. He uploaded a video from season 1 saying why this show is bad and offensive to French people and all this everything. And that was one of the points. It was like, all these French people, when Emily's not even in the room, are talking English to each other. That don't make no sense. And then I did notice this season that they were like, whenever she wasn't there, they were just speaking French. And I was like, this
This makes more sense.
This makes more sense. It is good. And I also one of his points was also that Emily's a bad person, and I was like, I've been saying that from day one.
I've been saying that as well.
She is terrible.
She's a horrible person.
And they want to play it off as cute and whatever.
She loves love too.
She's a piece of shit. But that's me. Yours.
Right. Okay. So I watched. Let's see. I finished Dandadan as well. I finished History's Strongest Disciple Kenichi finally as well. Great stuff. Good show. I love it. I watched Love Never Lies South Africa, which is one of them ones.
Is it good?
It's
or just messy?
Messy. Not massively good, but if you just want something to just chuck on, it's definitely one of them ones where you can just chuck it on and just whatever, and then your jaw will drop occasionally. There's a worse villain than JR for sure. For sure. That's what I'm saying. I feel like JR got done a bit. Anyway, there's a worse villain than JR. So if you want to see someone do their part, dirty,
Yeah.
then yeah, there you go. But it's an entertaining watch, but it's not one that I say, oh yeah, no, you have to watch this.
Okay.
Finished Blue Lock season 2, like you man said. Finished watch Gladiator 2 as well. Other than that, I've been watching Street Fighter 2V still as well, and then watching Bloodhounds as well on Netflix, getting through that very, very slowly. This is why I can't watch Squid Game, because I need to finish Bloodhounds first.
Bloodhounds, the boxing one. Yeah.
But I've been watching that for months.
I think you mentioned that before, yeah.
I need to finish that first. Then I can one Korean show at a time. And then also I watched the I Slept With 100 Men in One Day, Lily Phillips documentary on YouTube. And yeah. That's me. I mean, I watched it. I don't know why you guys are giggling.
Because you watched it.
I mean, no, it's a good documentary, to be fair. And like, just to try and understand what the hell she was thinking going into that.
Yeah.
I think I have an idea of what she was thinking. And I have an idea that it didn't play out the way that she was thinking. And I have an idea that she maybe didn't learn that lesson.
I don't think she did, considering what she's planning to do next.
Yeah, it's tough. I need someone to just do an intervention, like doing OnlyFans, you know, quote unquote spicy content, whatever. Do that till the cows come home. This marathon stuff with strangers, absolute strangers off the street, is insanity, and it's gonna do her some serious harm, and I need someone to step in and be like, please don't.
Yeah.
Does she have like a screening? Did she have like a screening process for these people?
So in the documentary, it says that they asked them to get an STI test, and like they have to screenshot the results. But I was well in advance, and she even said like, oh yeah, like obviously they could be clean like when they do the test, and this is like 2 weeks before we meet, they could be sleeping with whoever in this time, picking up whatever. Other than that, all they had to do was send in their driver's license, their like ID.
The ID.
And that was pretty much it. Like and then they on the day they checked their ID, and they weren't even gonna have security. Somehow security was like a last minute idea to have around.
Really?
And I'm like, how could this possibly be the last minute thing?
100 different people, unknown characters. Mm-hmm. And
like
with a time limit on each man as well. Mm-hmm.
And the thing she was saying about Donnie's coming through and being like, well, you're not gonna let me finish. Like,
yeah,
bruv, that's risky.
Yeah,
so risky.
So risky.
And the fact that they invited 100 people, plenty more could turn up, because I'm like, yo, you man, I'm going to see Lily Phillips. You're wrong.
This is what I'm saying. Like, friend of a friend of, and like the guy was like to her, he was like to her, do you feel safe about this? Like, like anyone could come, like blah blah blah. And she was like, yeah, like, you know, like I can't even imagine what they would even be doing, like to give me like it, like they're gonna give us the idea, and he's like, but it's just not safe. And I think for her, she was just thinking, and I don't know, I can't speak for her, but I got the impression that she was thinking, I'm going to sleep with them, so they're not going to rape me. And she's like, they don't have to rape me because I'm going to sleep with them.
Yeah.
What else could they possibly be coming to do to me? But I'm like, A, you have money.
Yeah.
Firstly, so there's that aspect of things. Someone could be coming to try and kidnap you and ransom you.
Yeah.
Like you have money in that regard. B, you're giving people 5 minutes. Like that can go so left as well if that's your plan. Like, and just it's just very the whole thing is very unsafe.
They could kill you, torture you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, someone could just come and just be obsessed. Like, I'm your biggest fan.
Yeah.
Like, be like, no, like I just knew that when we meet, you're gonna fall in love with me. You ain't gonna sleep with
literally
other guys.
The guy with
like,
the rose, just like lock the door.
The guy
you don't need anyone else now.
You don't need anyone else now. Like, you know, I'm the man for you.
Yeah.
Like, that could happen. Like, there's so much that could happen. And I just think she just didn't have that in her head, and her team. That's what I'm saying. Her team are just leeches, as far as I'm concerned.
They're just seeing the money and like, oh yeah, keep going.
Literally not even thinking about any kind of safeguarding for her. So security was like a last minute thing. The screening was piss poor. ID and an STI test from weeks ago.
Which is crazy.
Piss poor. Like, and then she even said afterwards that she was given blowjobs with no condoms and stuff, and cum in the eyes and all of that.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then she's gonna do
bad.
1,000 strangers next.
That's mad.
These guys paid.
No,
I don't think so. No, they have to sign a waiver because she posts the videos on OnlyFans.
they get the video. I think that's why I saw that. Apparently,
yeah?
they get given the video.
Bruv. Nonsense.
Yeah, I saw people saying that on Twitter. So that was their payment.
Shocking stuff. So, but then she did it again. She must have done it again afterwards because she did it with the other girl.
Yeah. So apparently, I think so they done something similar. I think that one was first. I think with the other girl.
Oh right, okay.
And then she did the 100. And in an interview, she said she's done 300, or she's about to do 300 in her training for the 1,000, which I think she said 1,000 was February. So
Yeah.
so I'm assuming by now she would have done 300 already.
Yeah.
Haven't seen anything about it, but
Bro, I'm sure it's so physically and mentally taxing on her. Like, I don't.
you could just tell from her after.
Yeah.
It is.
I think
So
I
fucked.
think the mental aspect is the worst.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the physical, your body will recover, I believe. Well,
You might not.
your body will recover if everyone's clean.
Yeah.
Your body should recover.
In theory.
Yeah, your body should. If everyone's clean, your body should
Yeah.
recover. Like that's a tough thing to put your body through.
Literally.
But hydrate, sleep well. Like might not be good the next day or next week.
Yeah.
but your body should eventually recover. But the mental aspect of that,
You're not recovering.
you're gonna
from
be tortured, man. You're gonna be tortured. Like you're gonna have. I feel like she's gonna have dreams about like guys like having sex with her,
that. Yeah.
and she's gonna be like, "Who the hell are you?"
Literally, she's gonna see faces just on top of her, and like that's mad. Like the way you just see faces walking down the street, just like that in your dream, just on top of
Yeah.
you. It's like it's crazy.
Because he even asked her. Because obviously, yeah, actually, that's a good point. She does mention that she's done something before, so I guess that would have been that thing. Because in the documentary, she said she does something before. And she said if I think it was like 10 or something in a day,
Yeah.
or whatever. And she was like, oh yeah, if I saw any of those guys, I don't think I'd even recognize them. Because she was like, yeah, I just kind of, if I'm not attracted to them, I can't look at them while we're having sex. And he was like, but you can have sex with them. And she's like, yeah, of course.
So wild.
Crazy.
Nonsense.
So she's like, like I probably don't even remember their faces because I weren't really looking, but like, yeah. And he was like, but how can you have sex with them then? Like,
That's so wild.
Just a crazy disconnect, or a disconnect she's putting in place in her mind.
Yeah.
To allow herself to do what she's doing.
but yeah, because 1,000 men, you're not going to be attracted to 1,000.
No.
It's impossible.
There's no way unless you are doing a lot more screening and
Yeah,
you're
it's
just
definitely possible, but you have to actually
Yeah.
screen it, and they can't be. They wouldn't be strangers.
yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go on
These people
Instagram and be
you know,
like,
that-
yeah.
To some extent, these would have to be people that you are aware of.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, yeah.
Bruv.
But that's literally like a traumatic block she's gonna have to put into.
Literally,
But she
has
said
to put
she said that she disassociates. Doing
Yeah.
it. So it's already in place. So her I feel like it's going to be in moments where she least expect. I don't think she's going to be able to actively recall a lot of this stuff, but I think in moments where she's just daydreaming or actually dreaming asleep or whatever, she's going to get like a
like flashes and
flash. And
memories.
it's just going to be like,
and-
oh shit,
yeah.
like oh
She's
shit.
gonna have PTSD. She won't even know why.
Yeah. And she's going to just be like, that didn't happen. That's not real. That's just a dream. But it's probably happened.
And man, I honestly think she has just such low self-esteem. It just seems like, just from that documentary, it just seems like she's just, yeah. Even the way that she talks about, obviously, like some poor sod is gonna have to marry me. Like she just considers herself. She's doing all this stuff, and I feel like the way she's saying it, oh, some poor sod's gonna have to marry me. She's saying it like she believes it devalues her, but she's doing it anyway. And then it's like, man, just someone save her, not me though, but someone put their cape on. Someone put their cape on and go, you don't have to do
You don't have
this.
to do this. You're better than this.
Yeah,
If she's
turn your
getting
life
1,000
around.
people to turn up, I'm sure one of them will do that.
Man with the rose.
They'd be like, you don't have to do this. Just sleep with me, and then no one else.
pretty a lot of them is gonna do that.
Of course, I mean, I reckon like in the 100, about 50 of them said that.
Yeah.
Like
After I'm done, you're not gonna want to sleep with anyone else. Then to the 1,000, probably a good like 700-800 of them is gonna be saying that. With their 60 seconds or 47 seconds, whatever it is.
Someone, Cyberpunk 2077, where you go into clouds and you talk to the doll.
Yeah.
But you just talk to them. And
Yeah.
the doll's like, okay, come on then, let's go. And you're just like, no, I'm just here to chat. I feel like someone's gonna do that.
She's gonna be like, "Come on, lads, you gotta do something." Like,
no,
that's the count as one.
Let's just talk.
I won't tell no one. Don't worry. We can say.
Yeah, you can say.
You've done 1,000 guys. I won't tell anyone. I'll keep it a secret.
Yeah.
I just want to hug.
But like, no, but I feel like that's you probably got a better chance if you really want to like try and get with her. Obviously, you have to be attractive to her, or whatever, as well. But you probably got a better chance of being like, hey,
Yeah.
let's just no. Put your clothes back on. Let's just talk for 3 minutes. Let's just hang out. Like, are you okay? Do you want some water? Like, you good?
You take a minute, take a breath.
Yeah,
Like,
take a breather, man. I just wanted to, I'm a big fan. I just wanted to, well, actually, no, maybe not say a big fan. I just heard about you, that you were doing this. I was curious.
You needed some time.
Yeah, you would need some time. So, yeah, feel free to tell anyone, whatever. But, yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of like what Lana did in Archer.
That's
what you
literally
said.
what I was thinking.
Oh yeah.
She's trying to get like back at Cyril. and every man was there like, yeah, no, of course I stayed with her. Yeah.
You don't get to, but you have to tell people you did.
Yeah, it's crazy. Man, but yeah, I sincerely, I do not know this girl, but I sincerely hope she doesn't do 1,000 women. 1,000 women. 1,000
Man,
men.
that'll be next. 1,000 women or 1,000 people.
I just sincerely hope that she doesn't do it. At least not in one day, bro. Spread it out in a year. That's even too much.
That's a lot still, but yeah.
At least spread it.
Because that's still like 3 guys a day, basically,
Yeah.
which is a lot.
lot,
for a
bro.
normal person, and she wants to do that in a
Bro,
day.
thinking about the fact that 1,000 a year is 3 guys in a day.
That's outrageous.
1,000 in one day, bro.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, it doesn't even sound possible.
It doesn't sound possible. It's literally you're not doing anything. Like,
Can't do, and you
you're
can't
literally
eat.
not doing
You can't
anything.
do. Yeah, she has to have like a drip the whole day. Just literally just do nothing.
Yeah, it's 24 hours because she has to break the record. She has to do it in 24 hours.
Yeah.
It's literally just gonna be like, okay, enter me. Okay, out. Bye.
Yeah. See ya.
Bye.
Next.
Yeah.
Like, literally. Nah, man.
It's outrageous.
Mate,
Different
yeah,
life, man. Different life.
Literally.
it's so sad. Like I have literally a lot of empathy for her because I'm like, I don't know what made you think that you need to do this necessarily, but I feel like it's just like, yeah, in one sense, like if someone wants to do like porn, OnlyFans, whatever, I'm like, live your life. But in this particular brand of it, I'm like, man, I don't know, man. I feel like you might have a deeper issue.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Same way if like people into like getting stomped on their crotch and things like that, or like getting strung up by their nipples with like spikes and stuff. You're like, are you okay? Like, it's the same. It's just that self-torture,
Yeah, it's
self-harm.
literally something that's meant to be pleasurable is now becoming self-torture. That
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
What makes you think you deserve that?
Literally, what happened to you that makes you think this is you deserve this sort of thing?
This is why I think she was actually crying though, because I feel like she realized that she was just being used as like a piece of meat.
Yeah.
Like, kind of thing. Like even though these people are fans of hers, that it's
And
not.
technically, she's using them.
And she's technically using them in a sense, but there was no love in the room. There was no like emotion or feeling or whatever. It was just like,
And that has to feel bad. Like,
it does have to
saying, I'm not attracted to this person, so I can't look at them. But then they're doing what they're doing to you, and you're allowing it to
Yeah.
happen. Like that can't
and,
feel good.
And they're not even like, it's not even like they're doing it because they're interested in you as a person. Like, I'm sure she doesn't associate her entire being with her OnlyFans account in that sense. I'm sure. So it's not that. So it's like, okay, this is a fan of my OnlyFans account. They're not into me as a person, as a human being. They just enjoy my content. Like and I feel like, yeah, that would just be a very interesting, not interesting, but a very like tough thing to be like thinking about, and I'm sure she's thinking about it. It can't be good sex.
Nah.
Like, I'm sure she's not like in there like, oh yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure like maybe parts of it might be enjoyable. That's probably a stretch.
She's just
But I'm sure for most of
through
that, she's
emotions,
just
probably.
going through the motions, bro.
out of body experience.
I'm probably in her head just thinking about everything. And,
Yeah.
So I can just imagine her just being there, like, yeah, like this.
What did she say? She said she was done with 14 guys, and she was like, I'm not
40.
40, I'm not even
Yeah,
halfway through.
Yeah.
Like, if you're thinking about it like that, like, oh my God, I'm not even half the way through.
You're not enjoying
I've done
it.
so much already.
Yeah, you're not enjoying it.
Nah, no chance.
Yeah,
It's not like, oh, I'm only halfway through. Come and bring on the next half.
Yeah,
like, it's,
I think-
oh
I
my
think-
God.
Already halfway through.
Yeah.
I had to-
Yeah.
I think she probably thought it was gonna be. Well, I don't know, but maybe she thought it was gonna be hot. She'd be like, "Oh, look how many men want me," like that kind of like gas me myself up kind of thing. And then I think when it got down to it, and it was just like, yeah, purely like emotionless, purely like they have this image of you based on your content or whatever, and they just have whatever, and they just want to just. Yeah, they're not interested in you as a person. It's just like, boom. I just
Yeah.
want- as a stat to be like, yeah, I had sex with a porn star.
Exactly.
Type thing.
Yeah.
So man. So yeah, I think 1,000 Men would break her mentally, just based off of what I saw in the documentary, and the way she was crying and then just sobbing into her Nando's by herself.
Yeah, that was sad.
Like
We didn't watch the documentary, but y'all showed us a clip of it, and it was like, yeah,
of it.
that was very sad.
Yeah, her sitting at the table.
Just eating the Nando's. That was very sad. Like,
just that's what I'm saying. I'm like my heart was breaking for her.
literally.
I'm like literally, you slept with 100 men today, and you have no one to share a meal with.
Oh. Damn.
Heartbreaking. Like that's. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I need. Okay,
That's what she needs to do. She needs to do 100 dates. 100 dates in a day.
Yeah.
Quick dates.
She should actually do that.
Yeah.
Like, again, you don't owe anyone anything. So if someone, obviously have security, Jesus Christ. But honestly,
Yeah.
she should that's, to me, I would watch that shit.
That'd be interesting.
That's what I'm saying.
Quick fire. What do they lead with? Like, what do they come with?
Literally,
Yeah.
and literally do the same thing. 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 minutes would
Woo
be-
me.
What's the interesting topic they bring to the table?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would watch that.
I reckon she'd get bored of that. That's
Maybe.
the weirdest thing, that she would get bored of that quicker
like
than
I
she would
feel
get
like-
bored of
Maybe,
sleeping
and then
with
also
100.
I guess because obviously if it's the same group of guys and she's not going to be attracted to all of them, then I guess maybe there's that aspect of it.
Yeah.
But again, it's 5 minutes. Someone
Yeah,
can,
it's
5
5
minutes.
minutes.
someone can yap in your face for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the talking of it, like the physical attraction is one thing, but then people talking is a whole nother part of the.
But then you have to think about what type of person is going to
that's
be
true.
on the 5 minutes
Yeah.
of a porn star dating show.
That is true.
That's going to be like dedicated enough to go and do that. Like, I feel like there'll be some that are like just like, I don't want to say regular people, but you know what I mean. But I feel like the majority will just be like basement dwellers.
Fiends.
Yeah.
Fiends. Like, this is my opportunity.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like there's someone who's just gonna be. There will be some people who are like, oh, I just came for a laugh, you know, whatever. And
Yeah.
be like a decent personality.
Little
like,
chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little
literally
chat.
just a chat. Like not
Normal person.
trying to get nothing more from it. They know they have 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just gonna have a nice
Just a bit of
conversation.
banner.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of them will be gremlins, like out high pressure.
Just sitting there, not saying a word, just
breathing. That's why you have
I can't
security, 'cause they
believe
could just
I can't
leave.
believe you're here. Oh my god, I can't. Yeah, I could touch you. Like, please don't. Like, yeah. Yeah, but that, yeah, I mean, I think that would be, but again, you would just need to screen it. I don't think they did good screening. So I'd be like, okay, you can have 100 dates and 100 dates in a day. Do screening, have her team actually work and stop being like useless bums.
Yeah.
Set up screening calls with all the applications and just make sure the person has a personality.
Same way that Love Island would do it. They would screen people, they would look at their Instagrams, they would do this, they would do that. Just, yeah, do that.
Yeah.
I would say that would be much more fulfilling for her.
Yeah, and she might find someone out of it.
I mean, I don't know if I get 5
Yeah,
minutes.
she might-
5 minutes is very short.
She might decide to go on a second date with someone who intrigues her in 5 minutes.
Yeah. But I feel like that would be a little bit more fulfilling, and I feel like there'd be a better way to connect with her fans and whatnot.
Yeah. And it's better on her mental as well.
Way better on the mental.
Man, but the video, I didn't tell you, like, but in the video, there was a man flying from here. The one guy came from Sweden, said it was the most expensive shag he's ever had. I don't know,
Bro,
5 minutes.
it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it.
Literally, like, he went to, he came from Sweden. He said the flight was about 250 or whatever. Hotel was about 200, and because it's again the centre of London, whatever. And then he went and had a full English breakfast or whatever, and then turned up and had his 5 minutes of fun with Lily Phillips, and then
Oh my God.
back to Sweden.
It's just not worth it.
It's not worth it.
just not
It's
worth
not worth it at all.
It's so not worth it. I can't even fathom like being in that place. Like, just put me out to pasture. If you might ever hear that I'm flying to Sweden to have 5 minutes with a porn star over there, just put me out to pasture.
Check me, yeah.
Don't even check me. Just take me out back and just put me down. Like,
Me
it's
down.
over. It's like,
done.
my life is over. Like, just allow it. Like, that's so. Even longer than 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be even like half hour, hour, like whatever. Like, it's just no. But yeah, let's wrap this up with our final song of the day. Unless you lot got anything else to say.
Nah, nothing from me.
All right, cool. Everyone, stay safe out there if it's snowing near you, or enjoy the snow. Go sledding or whatever.
Make a snow angel.
Yeah, make a snow angel, make a snowman.
Do you
All
want
that
to
good
build a
stuff.
snowman?
Have you seen that movie?
No,
Huh?
what's
Have
that?
you?
Yeah. Have you?
No.
Where is it?
Bruh, Frozen.
Oh, seen okay.
You ain't seen
Why would I
Frozen?
watch Frozen? I was a big man when that came out.
So,
I was a grown man. Like, and people
see
were like,
Moana?
Nope.
wait, so you're singing that, right? But you don't like Lion King?
Better than Lion
Frozen's
King.
better than
Bro,
Lion
don't
King.
ever
Better
say
than Lion
that.
King.
Don't ever say that. Don't ever say that.
Right, so let's get out of here before I have to throttle. This one, shout out to Crystal. I don't actually know if she's from the UK, you know, but hey, I think it's a drum and bass song, so I assume she's going to be. So shout out to Crystal. This one's track and title The Days, and it's Rudimental in the remix, which makes me also a bit concerned that it might not be a UK singer, but hey, it doesn't matter. Rudimental are British at least. So yeah, this one, shout out to Crystal, track and title The Days, and it's Rudimental on the remix, and we're out of here. Peace.
Do you think about the days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking hazel? Was it the other way? Was it the other way? Swing round, come on, chill with me. I got your favorite show, recorded on my TV, but we don't have to watch that, no. I'll turn off the radio. So won't you pick up, then we can link up. It's not a hookup, don't think about it too much. You just need to pick up. Do you think about the days when we sat down smoking wine and drinking hazel? Was it the other way? Was it the other way? Swing round, come on, chill with me. I got your favorite show, recorded on my TV, but we don't have to watch that, no. I'll turn off the radio.
The 5 Letters Podcast.